that WKRP or what was that?
Sorry. On the rocks, back again. We here. We live. Everybody's here.
Episode 40.
40.
Oh, episode
40.
Episode of Sean Kemp.
Bill Bates.
I'm glad I'm back for this one. This is a big one.
Sean Kemp.
This is a big one. 40.
That is bigger, like literally too. That motherfucker got fat. How you get fat playing basketball? That shit was wild.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, cocaine.
Or like eating.
I thought cocaine
Make you lose weight. Don't it?
Metabolism go faster.
He on the Zion. He just like that's baby Zion.
I think it makes you
Zion,
burn
baby
out.
Kemp.
Like
Baby Kemp.
you get real skinny on that coke.
I know. Remember he had that
They call it a
shootout?
coke diet.
That is true.
Oh yeah, He have a shootout too.
He had a shootout in Walmart or something.
He had a shootout.
He pled guilty to it too.
In the parking
If
lot.
I
He got
remember
off.
correctly.
Yeah, he got off.
Did he? I thought he was waiting for sentencing.
I thought he got off, didn't he?
Nah, he got off.
Yeah, I thought he got off
We didn't know Sean
self-defense or
Kemp
something
was
like
in jail.
I thought no. So I thought he pled guilty and he was waiting for a sentencing for it.
ChatGPT.
Yeah, I could be
Hey,
wrong.
you've been good on that trigger lately on that ChatGPT. Can you get that one? He's been good. We were just doing some. I had some ointment, some spillage in my backyard. We had a back barbecue this weekend, and what was that? 4th of July, Friday, and that didn't happen then. It happened this morning. I was cleaning up. I was trying to grab the bottle, knocked it over. And that shit is redder than blood. And so now the concrete there. So I got 2 ways to fix it. Either A, the nanny's out there trying to scrub it out. B, just gonna put a pot over that motherfucker. Just had to deal with it.
I got a nice rub.
Ghetto cleaning.
Yeah, nice rub.
Never know. You never know.
Nice
You shouldn't be there anyway. What'd it say?
So in May 2025, Kemp pleaded guilty to second-degree assault
right.
in connection to a March 2023 shooting outside Tacoma Mall in Washington State. Prosecutors recommended a sentence of 9 months in jail plus 1 year of community custody. His sentencing hearing is August 22nd, 2025.
He must have missed everybody if he only get 9 months.
Right.
What?
He ain't hit nothing. He didn't hit the car.
He's still waiting for sentencing though.
But 9 months, that ain't.
No, that's what the prosecution is trying to get him to get.
That's what they're
So he probably
he hasn't gotten it yet though.
Yeah, that's my point. He ain't gonna.
He probably not gonna get no
Time served. I'm Sean Kemp. You better recognize.
they gonna
And it's
let
in
that-
Washington.
They gonna let that go.
Shit. Supersonic fan, old ass judge.
Yeah, you
Right,
gotta let that
right.
go.
You
They
better
gonna
let that
forget
go.
about it
Yeah.
like we forgot about
There
it.
was some good circumstance. I forget it though, but it was something that I was like, yo, he should have
It was,
blasted.
well, yeah, I feel like it was a person doing something to him.
Yeah.
And
That's why I said I thought it was
Well,
self-defense.
no, I don't know about that.
Damn it.
It
We all-
says his vehicle was broken into.
Yeah.
That's somebody
That's
doing
somebody
something.
doing something to you.
Wait, no, but his tracking-enabled phone led him to a car in the Tacoma Mall. So he went chasing after what was stolen.
Oh, he did the Antonio Brown.
Yeah,
Like
you
after the
can't do-
incident,
you
I'm
can't do that.
I'm taking it too far. Come on.
You're taking it too far.
Come on.
But they took his phone, didn't they?
Yeah.
Yeah, they
So
got
he
the
went
phone.
to go, or they took something and he went to go get it.
Yeah, he knew they were there.
Right. Like,
It
like
wasn't
OJ
like
did.
Yeah.
Antonio's right. I thought it was more of an OJ thing.
Yeah,
Antonio, they had already left and then he chased them. In this one, they still had his stuff.
And he went.
He went to go get his
Right,
stuff.
he did find my phone, and it tracked it to a car in the mall.
Yeah.
And I guess he started blasting.
To me, that's justified.
Ain't none of them justified. Over a phone, you gonna
No,
blast?
no, they didn't take his phone. They stole his stuff. He went to get his stuff.
Whatever
I don't,
stuff it
I don't
is.
think he
They
went there to
started
shoot them.
blasting?
And you
no,
start blasting?
I'm saying I don't think he went there to shoot
As soon
him.
as we said he started blasting, you said justified.
Yeah, you said justified.
He didn't say it before. Nothing else before that. As soon as they said
What?
he blasted,
I'll
next
assume,
thing we
based
heard
on
was
Sean Kemp,
justified.
based on his history, we ain't never heard him shooting at nobody. So I'm gonna assume
That's your baseline?
Wait, no, I didn't get to it yet. I'm saying
shit. You
I
ain't see the
assume
fights
when
he
he
got
got
in?
there, they gave him a reason to have to shoot at him. I don't think he went there to shoot them.
Hold on, I want to go to your courtroom because I want to hear how bad your
This
justice
is hood
system
court.
is. This is bad
It's
court.
hood court. I'm not talking about real
Somebody
court.
could take my
This is
stuff.
Queen's Court.
Yeah, I can identify who they are, premeditate going up to them, and premeditation is not just I went up to them to shoot them. I went up to them with the potential of shooting them because I had the gun on me, right? Mm-hmm. And then he say whatever. I don't know. He pushed me. I don't know. Back. And you're like, he justified?
No, I said it's justified if they gave him a reason to shoot them.
But what reason? I'm still.
I don't know. Maybe they swung on him. Maybe they swung on
Oh,
him.
so I can shoot you if you swing on me. If I ever get you
If
to the
you're in
point,
self-defense, it depends on the situation.
you can't.
In self-defense,
I can defend myself without killing you.
I hope you don't carry a gun.
you don't shoot. You don't
I
always
hope
shoot
you
to
don't
kill.
carry a
Well,
gun
it
just
depends.
to
You don't
like-
always shoot.
That's
It
what
depends
police are
on
trained
what
to do.
Sometimes
state.
no, police are trained to shoot to disable.
No, shoot to kill.
No, they empty the clip. Every
No,
time
no,
the
they
police
say-
shoot,
That's because they terrible
empty that
cops.
clip.
No, that's not true.
They're supposed to shoot you below the waist.
No, they're not.
Yes,
Because
they
if
are.
you only disable the threat can still harm you. Once they say, once I pull this out, this is to get rid of you. That's what they're supposed to do. They're
Yeah.
trained.
That's why they
For
empty
real.
that clip.
depending
we
on the
ain't never seen it
situation,
be
yes.
ba 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 ba. Then they put another one in.
Yeah, they shoot. They
Well,
shoot
yeah,
to
if you
kill.
got a weapon on, if you got a weapon on you,
Yeah.
or you're like a threat to, take somebody's life, then yeah, they shoot to kill.
So now the iPhone's the weapon, or what?
Well, no, that's why I said hood court. Remember, I said hood court in the
court.
beginning. Didn't
I
I
hope
say
you ain't
that?
got-
we go to
I hope
jail.
you ain't got a
So,
carry
in
license.
court, we getting off.
I hope he ain't got a carry.
I mean, I
license.
ain't shooting,
I
so-
hope Blaze ain't got a carry. license.
It
I
sounds
do.
like
I do.
he's getting off light.
I got my carry license. That's why I said that.
Yeah, he gonna get off.
Because it had
Yeah.
firearm enhancements, drive-by shooting,
they-
charge, and
they
first
beefed
degree
it up.
assault. But they
Oh, he had that thing.
Pause.
He had that thing on. He had that muzzler. Yeah, he had something on there, a silencer. He had that auto. Yeah, he switched it to automatic.
Yep.
Oh, we got to do better with the live. When I say we, I mean me. We got people in here that always chop it up with us, like Family Esquievas. I should know that. All this
Draper.
LA. Yeah.
What's up, Drake?
And they
Richie
already
be in
on
them
you.
comments.
They already on you, Blaze. They said you clowning, you dying, got them dying. Dog, there's gonna be a show within this show called Just Blaze, and everybody gonna get high. And then listen to what he say, and it's gonna sober him up. Cause they be like, "What the fuck he just
No,
say?"
because I'm the one that speaks facts, and I always got the facts to back it up.
That's the show. The facts to back it up. But the problem is, your facts are opinionated.
Nah, they facts. The problem is we be talking about things that are subjective. So even if I come with
that's a show.
facts, it's still a subjective topic.
Yeah.
So it can be swayed
That's a
different
good
ways.
point. So what are facts in a subjective conversation? We always have our GOAT ones, but all you do
Right.
is show me, he said this then, I said this then, you know?
Right. So that's like when we talking about Kobe.
Yeah.
And you said Kobe has never been the best player in the league. At no point did
Well,
anybody say
I quoted
that.
someone who said that, but yeah.
Right. I'm not.
Max
right,
Kellerman
but
said
that-
that. I agree, but let me say
Right. Wow. So that's a subjective conversation.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
it's not all the way true because there are plenty of things that would show that he was the best player in the league. We have
Oh, yeah.
coaches, you have players, you have everybody who actually
announcers
that
calling him
said
at
it.
the free throw line. I saw one video that was
Right.
like, but they don't say GOAT conversation. You know what they really say? They say he's the next closest thing to Jordan. And I think that's our automatic assumption that he's in the GOAT conversation. Come on.
I got one for you though.
Oh, you got
Because I
one?
was gonna put this in the group chat. But I'm like, I know
Nah, don't.
he be tired of it.
know.
He be trying to duck the smoke.
No, I just
But
don't. I
it was
think it's
Coach
better
K.
if we do it on the show than in our group chat. God dang.
Sometimes it builds it up for
Yeah,
the show.
because
Yeah,
we
true.
go deep in the group chat.
Go
Yeah.
deep. Hold on.
Coach K.
Nigga, I don't know. I just came back from Vegas. Last thing I need to hear about somebody going.
I ain't been here in a minute. This how y'all welcome me back.
There's a clip of Coach K when they were talking about the USA team.
Okay.
What was that? The Redeem team? Or
Yeah,
which one was the one with Kobe?
That was like 08, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
And he was like, the reason why we brought him in is because he was the best player in the league at the time. And pretty much we needed him to steer the ship and get the rest of the guys like on
Yeah,
board
yeah.
or on pace. I got to look for the clip
No,
again.
I get what you're
But
saying.
that's what he
All right,
said.
can I challenge it in hood court?
Yeah, yeah.
That sounds like, why didn't y'all have him initially or originally? He wasn't that old
He didn't
yet.
wanna
He wasn't
do it.
breaking down. Because he wasn't like on the
He didn't wanna
first.
do it.
He didn't want to do it.
Yeah, they asked him like to come in and do it.
But they asked him the first time. So you're saying they just basically kept asking
Like,
and
yeah,
got
we
it
needed
right.
you. We need you to come in and then he.
But then, isn't that still Mamba mentality? Like, if I'm the coach, I'm like, Kobe's the best player. Oh, he don't want to do it. Damn it. All right, Kobe, no one is like you in terms of his mentality. Like, because we had slipped, we had lost 2 in a row or something like that? One?
Yeah, one.
Just one? So,
we?
well, America.
US.
America,
US.
USA. I'm not disputing that, but I'm just like, it's always, he's like Jordan. It's always his mentality. It's never the purest of GOAT conversation with Kobe. He gets these attachments. And I saw a clip that supports what you're saying. Jimmy Jackson was talking to Chris Carter and Nick Wright when they did the show together. Whoa, that's way back. And he was like, look, we like Jordan and Kobe. Y'all and he was Kareem was in there too. He's like, y'all like Jordan and LeBron. He said the difference is no one wants to talk about Kareem because of his personality. And the difference is y'all try to act like y'all love Kobe, but y'all didn't like Kobe because Kobe didn't like y'all. Exactly. So he separated. He said the GOAT conversation is always going to be Jordan and LeBron because y'all don't like Kareem and y'all don't like Kobe. So that's to your point. But Kobe was likable. He suffered no fools just like Kareem. They ain't got time for the bullshit.
But I only brought
Which
that
can
up.
make you really unlikable.
Unlikable real quick because you got to deal with the bullshit.
Right.
But I brought that up just to go back to your original point because we do a lot of subjective topics.
Well, that's
so
life,
people always gonna have their opinions. Either they're gonna love our feedback or they're gonna say we dumb and call us everything in the comments.
Because they agree with something else. Yeah.
That's why I don't pay no attention to that stuff. I just let people talk.
Yeah. I mean, look, you shouldn't. When you lose this many arguments, you shouldn't care. Let the shit go.
You got to stop counting.
Let's look at the scoreboard. I'm up on that scoreboard. Just so we know.
No, you know what's funny? Sometimes I used to work and I used to get mad when I would lose an argument because I just chose the wrong side of the argument. It's like some topics is just bad to pick. Like talking about Jordan in not a flattering way is a way to lose an argument. Like even if you say the facts, he's done some missteps, right? He's done some bad things. He was the first one to complain about the media, not LeBron. Now you bring that up, they killed LeBron when you say it. But then all of a sudden, you wrong because Mike wouldn't even talk about it like that. He's like, well, yeah, he was. So I think sometimes I pick the wrong side of an argument, even though I'm winning it and killing you, and my logic and rhetoric and intelligence and acumen is just destroying yours. But the point is, yo ass picked the right side. Jordan, Kobe, you picking all the good sides.
It's the same I could say with KD.
That's a losing argument.
I'm always on I think more people now side with KD and all the stuff he did.
You really believe that?
I'm always the one who's like, that I go against what KD did. And when I say it, people act like I'm crazy.
Hold on, you think the cupcake conversation of he's soft, I still think it's more people think he's soft than think he's hard. Because people always come at me every time I defend him.
I don't know, I feel like it shifted.
Oh,
like
yeah,
at one point,
percentage.
it was everybody was like,
101%.
terrible. Like,
101%.
So now, every time I look at like feedback and I post stuff, I see people saying the opposite.
Yeah, you take a
Like,
deep
oh,
breath.
you're just a KD hater.
Yeah.
Like, all right, if that's me not liking something he did, don't mean I hate the guy.
No.
I just don't like what he did.
Mm-hmm.
Our watchers think you hate everything.
Yeah.
I know. Yeah, I mean.
Yep. And they talking about when we gonna fight. We're getting there. We're warming up. We're warming
We haven't
up.
seen
I'm trying
each
to be
other
nice.
in a while.
I ain't seen each other. Right. I actually missed my dog.
But they don't realize we talk like this off camera too.
Off camera.
That's right.
It might be a little crazier off camera because
Yeah.
on camera is peaceful, and respectful.
Because they're used to the formula, which is
Right.
two strangers connecting, working together with a suit on, acting like we love each other. When you're
Right.
y'all don't even know each other like that.
Right.
I just saw some clip that I don't know. With AI out there now and all these rumors, I don't know what to really report on and not. But I saw this video that was talking about Shannon Sharpe and Stephen A. and saying how they don't talk anymore and they don't hang anymore because of how when it all hit, Stephen A. kind of went and distanced himself, and then Mason on him jumped on. And I didn't know if that was a real story because I was about to talk about it. Like I'm talking about it now, but I mean really talk about it. But then I was like, I wonder because you don't see Shannon anymore on ESPN, obviously.
Right.
You don't hear nothing about nothing no more.
Nah, he's just doing his thizzle. He's
I
just
think
doing
that's
his stuff.
intentional though. I think they're trying to let it die down because if there is an actual return,
Yeah.
you got to let it be
He probably
quiet
paid
for a
that
while.
money.
I
He paid
did
that
see
money.
Shannon on one promo
You think he paid that money?
For ESPN?
on ESPN.
Oh, that's good.
And it caught me by surprise. It wasn't him speaking. It was him. They kept showing some of their headline guys having a reaction to something. You know, just a face here, a face here, a face here.
You think that slipped through the cracks, or
And
you think
one of
that's
them was
intentional?
Shannon.
Yeah.
Something like that can't slip
Can't.
through the cracks.
Because they got
he
to
paid
see
that.
that. That
I
goes
paid
up
that.
the
But I was
chain.
really surprised. I was like,
Y'all heard me. He paid that money. That thing got quiet.
He
quick.
probably did.
I know that the Fox one got paid, both of them, and
really?
only one got reported. The one with Julie Spinks. Oh, I'm sorry, I butchered your name, but the second one, she's paid already. I mean, settled. Let me say
Oh,
settled.
I didn't know there was a second
the
one.
hairdresser, the makeup person.
No,
That was the first one.
on-air personality is the second one. The
didn't hear-
hairdresser is the first one.
I didn't hear about the second one.
Yeah, the second one I heard about. I mean, they put articles out about it. The first one they did put articles about, but Birdies told me they settled it. And Joy, in so many ways and so many words, said it as well. Like, that stuff's behind her. Because she went on the Breakfast Club last week and all that
She
stuff.
been moving like nothing ever happened.
Yeah. Yeah, they talking through her contract, and, you know, both sides are talking really loud because there's a faction of Fox that just wants to get this behind them, and the only way to get it behind them is truly, you gotta let her go. But then if you let her go, then is she gonna come back Me Too and all that stuff in the lawsuit that was alleged? She gonna start, you know, pulling names and receipts, because who wants to go down like that? But if you keep her, this ain't going nowhere. Like, this one doesn't go away. Like, every time I see a Joy post, there's something in there about this. Like, everyone I've ever seen of her. So what would you do?
So Joy's in the catbird seat.
Talk to us.
I mean,
Talk to us.
That means that she can just sit
I let her go.
and not make a choice either way.
Yes.
And she
Long
wins.
as long as them checks still
Yeah, the
clear.
gas
way.
are pointing everywhere. Because you can't. If you fire her, that sets her off. If you just let her run out and then just like, oh, we didn't want you anymore, like normal.
And if
that still sets her off.
And if
She'll get
they
paid
renew
anyway.
her contract, that sets her up.
that sets her up.
That's
That's what I said.
That's
she gonna
why
get paid
I would let her
anyway.
go.
As long as them checks
So
still
you-
clear, she gonna get paid anyway.
So you would let her go?
That's the exact reason I would let her go, because if she does try to do that, it's going to probably cost you the same amount of money either way. So I could let you go, still have to pay you that same money, and now I don't got to deal with it no more. Or keep you around, and then who's to say when that next contract ends, she don't try to.
And if they're
Bring it
really,
up then.
and if
She
they're
gonna get
in that
picked back up,
position,
though.
their best move would
By
be
somebody.
to pay her off, get a NDA, and where she can't talk
I
about
can't
it.
even speak right now. You know how much if I'm Joy, you know how much I'm charging you to sign this piece of paper?
Yeah.
You gonna want to keep me.
You gonna keep her
Because
for
I know
that.
how much they make.
That's what happens when you're in
Yeah.
the catbird seat. You get good choices.
But I don't
Okay,
think it's
so
so
she's
sweet for
around
her
the-
either, because if she leaves, like let's say they let her go, and then she tries to pull the Me Too move, you know, we were talking about last week, the deposition. A lot of stuff might come out on her that she don't want to be out there in the public too.
yeah, but
so
a
she's got to
lot-
think
a
about
lot
that.
will come
a
out,
lot
more will
worse
come out
and,
on them.
and more valuable on them. Her reputation can't get worse, and she bounced back.
She
Depends.
bounced back.
Think
We
about-
don't-
But then if
depends
she
what
does
comes
get
out
let
in that
off, she'll get
deposition.
picked back
She's
up.
already
Give me
had
something.
she's already had time heal her wound.
Yeah, great
Right?
point.
So think about it. We were talking about this when we first started the show. That was 40 episodes ago. That was 6 months ago, right?
Facts.
7 months ago.
Facts. January.
And if she gets let go,
So-
she's gonna get picked back up by something somewhere, like quick. Like
But
There's only
let's say-
two. There's
I
only.
don't think it'll be a major network. It could be.
Oh, okay.
It could be one of these
But she just
bar
smaller.
stools, something like that. She'll
Oh,
get
good
something.
point.
She'll get
You
something.
should take that pay cut too.
And she'll,
But she
she'll
ain't gonna
initiate a
be worried
lawsuit.
about the pay cut because she gonna have
The NDA money.
all that coming in.
Yeah.
You feel?
But and that they may also put in something where she can't go sign with nobody else right away, because that happens too.
You can't sign. You can never say anything about it. Like all
sit
the
low
non-spiritual.
for a couple,
Yeah,
2
but
years.
she won't agree to that. Her lawyers, she'll have good enough lawyers where they'll be like, no, you can't control her career after ruining her career.
I mean, we've seen
Right.
people
Ooh, good
do
point.
that. We've seen it happen with people.
Yeah, typically, but those people aren't. She's in a power position.
She's in the power
So
position.
I got a question for you, because let's say it went to trial hypothetically, and she had a jury that had to decide on this. Juries are swayed easily. Now, what if they have people like defendants that can come in and say, "Yeah, we heard her specifically say she was going to set." Because remember the rumor came out where supposedly she's like, "If I ever lose my job or something,
Oh, yeah.
I'm gonna file this
Well,
case."
she was going to file
Right.
against Charlie, who's
Yeah.
already lost his job.
Right.
So Fox kind of like, well, go
So-
sue him then.
So if there's multiple people that came out and said, "Oh yeah, she was setting them up from the get-go," in a jury trial, people that ain't gonna go too well for her. In that it's
Yep.
just like,
But see, here's the difference. The difference is her setting up her up from the beginning is different than her using the ace to win the hand.
right,
Right? So she's saying, I have an ace to win the hand,
Mm-hmm.
and if they get rid of me, I'm gonna sue them.
Yeah.
That's
No.
not a setup.
No.
That's playing your cards.
Yeah. Saving that big
Yeah.
joker.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so
yeah.
If she didn't know Charlie, walked in the building and targeted him and said that before she ever even met him, that'd be one thing.
But here's the crazy thing. All right, so Joy, Miami, we all know Jason Taylor, younger sister, blah, blah, blah. She's doing radio in Miami. She's a producer. She comes to Fox, and she gets the big gig with Skip and Shannon, Undisputed. She was on there first. And then the whole Charlie rumor turns into Joy, who was married divorced. Now, Birdie's, like, this is what's crazy, because if you listen to Whitlock, because Whitlock was there, I wasn't there, and Whitlock's the first one that hit me to like, oh, don't ignore all this stuff, Wiley, and it's all connected to you and I too. But I was like, what, really? So then I just started kind of going back, and then somebody out the blue that is credible, that is in the business, that knew the husband, knows the husband, and know who he knows, said, all they sent me was, Wiley, that's real. And this is when everyone was speculating, Charlie do this and she did this. I was like, I looked and I said, no way. And they were like, yeah way, beyond. And like, this is a person that ain't with the smoke, ain't nothing. Clean cut, highbrow, went there. And she was like, oh, I could go there and give you all the receipts. And I was like, damn. So coincidence, they get divorced as soon as she come there, rumors, or causality, like that's what really happened. Then you fast forward to when she was dating old dude, the basketball player guy, I forget his name.
Weren't they engaged?
Yeah, they were engaged. And
then that broke up because of how she was moving.
Yeah.
No, that was Molly.
That's
No.
that's why I'm. He went to UCLA. What's his name? I can't think of his name right now.
I know it when I hear it, and I know what you're saying. Yeah.
But that's what I'm saying. If it went to jury trial, there's a
Jalen.
lot of things, or a deposition, either or. There's a lot of things that could come out on her. That would make her
not look bad. I think lose leverage in that that big ace she has.
right.
That ace.
That's that's my point.
So it could bring the number down, but Fox doesn't want Joy to say, I'm going to depose everyone in here. And some of those names are execs. Like some of the, Eric Shanks was named in the lawsuit, not as a defendant, but named. You want Eric Shanks sitting on a stand or sitting in some room with a Lil Wayne deposition tape? No. And then the ex-husband, and then like all this, and then he can start saying, and you don't know how far it can go. Like he can really unravel this thing because he's been quiet on it. So who knows what he signed? Yeah, it's wild out there in the streets. A lot of, and then with the Acho element, like you want to fire half this damn people there if it really goes there.
Is it Earl Watson?
Earl Watson. That's him.
There you go.
Wait, Joy was married to Earl Watson?
I didn't know that either.
Engaged.
Oh, wow.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. All love. So yeah, man, a lot of stuff going on.
Wasn't he married to Kyla Pratt, or wasn't he married
I know who you're talking about.
to an actress?
Yeah. One of them kid actresses.
Yeah.
I forgot her name.
That's how. Damn.
Maybe it wasn't Kyla Pratt. Maybe it was
I
somebody
literally
else.
got a Kyla Pratt picture sent to me this morning and a Lark Voorhees picture sent. And I mean, I ain't seen Kyla Pratt since she was a kid. And then I saw that picture. They were just talking about fine girls that we grew up with, like Tootie, Kim Fields, and all that.
You ain't grow up with Kyla Pratt.
No, I was older, right?
Yeah, we were older.
About 20
Yeah,
years.
the picture didn't hit me either. I was like, oh, Kyla Pratt. That ain't it.
I have some other questions in here.
Right. I remember when Lark was with
Mark
Martin.
Voorhees, boy.
With who?
With Martin. Lark and Martin were engaged.
Say that 3 times fast.
Lark and Martin. Lark and Martin. Lark and Martin.
They were engaged?
Yeah.
She was a thing in her prime.
A thing. She was the thing.
Oh, she was the thing.
That was
She
it.
reminds me like Stacey Dash too. Like
Yeah.
when they had a similar look and style.
fine.
Yeah, fine. Like the daughter in Fresh Prince. Remember her?
Oh, yeah.
Which-
Tatiana Ali.
Oh yeah.
Tatiana Ali.
Both of them.
With Karen Parsons, too.
Yeah, both
Who?
daughters.
She
one that
ain't, she
played
ain't do it
Hillary.
like she wasn't Ashley though.
Who you say?
Ashley,
Kim
Ashley
Karen
was bad,
Parsons,
but both
the
of
oldest
them
Well,
was
sister.
bad.
Hillary.
For me being older.
Oh yeah.
yeah.
True,
was-
true.
Yeah, I mean, look, listen, light skin, curly hair, like, you ain't losing yet.
But see, right.
You ain't lost yet.
And I think that's the only reason why she got the love that she got.
Yeah, 'cause
just
you
because
look-
of
She
those.
looks tight.
Yeah.
Wait, so
Because she was cross-eyed.
That's
and all
basically
that.
you saying we called her fine because she was fine.
Nah, because every light skinned curly haired girl ain't fine, but they get put in the same category. Like there's some that
we
are
done
fine.
found them.
Nah,
Oh, my
fine,
brother,
fine.
Brother
Hold
Salam.
on.
Brother
Fine
Salam.
is in one category and not fine. It don't matter if your hair curly or not.
That's right.
I know.
Fine. Hold
on.
That's what I'm saying.
But we can't.
That's what
lie.
I said.
But don't. Yeah, y'all agreeing.
Hillary
but don't lie to
Hillary is
people.
fine.
If someone said blindly, all right, I'm gonna just draw up the girl you about to go on your date with. All right, she got curly head. Are you thinking bad or good?
No, I get it.
Okay.
I'm not. We're not
So
disagreeing.
that's
on
helping
it.
her
Yeah.
be fine.
Yeah.
So you can't be talking about like fine is fine, dog.
Right.
I hate when people
I
be
just
like,
say
fine.
for her, I don't think she looks as good as on how she sounds on
Here we
paper.
go, arguing some bullshit. Hillary
It's
fine.
not an argument.
Hillary fine.
We all saying pretty much the same
I'm
Hey,
thing.
if you really
I'm
look
measuring
at her,
Hillary fine.
she wasn't as fine,
I
but
thought
she looked tight.
Ashley.
I thought Ashley was finer
looked
too,
better
though.
than
I'm with you
Hillary
on
to
that
me.
one, but Hillary fine too. I like Ashley better
I think she's
too.
pretty.
But Hillary, I mean, Ashley was a little kid on that show.
I mean, I'm talking about the
Yeah,
late.
I
I'm
was-
talking about the
I
later
was-
years.
I was a
I'm
kid
talking
too.
about when she was an
grown.
adult.
I was a
okay.
kid
The
too.
adult years.
No,
But remember, she's older. I was a kid.
But
Right,
then,
so you were a kid.
But
so
then,
that's why you would be
hey,
attracted.
but then Hillary,
I've been
Hillary
trying
and
to
Major
older women
Payne.
too.
Hillary and
fine.
Major Payne.
But he's on to something. Because
Hey,
light-skinned girls got
hey.
away with a lot.
Hillary and Major Payne.
She was a little better at Major
And
Payne.
Ashley was a brown-skinned girl with curly hair.
Yep.
So-
fine.
It was
But he's
fine.
trying to say, because the New Yorkers especially go here, they be like, yo, y'all LA cats. They say, yo, y'all LA cats
Yo.
are color struck. For real, because in LA, all the girls who came here because of the industry of modeling
Yeah.
were either light skinned or, obviously white and whatever. But they were taking all the black girls that were light skinned because that was the only ones they would put on TV. So then in LA, you go out, all your girls that you even choosing from are light skinned.
Yeah.
Dark skinned girls staying at home. Or when they go out, they get
don't
overlooked.
Get they don't get the same love.
They don't get the
out
same
here.
love. I remember that.
It's funny. I was with my daughter Paige last week, and she was watching that balloon popping show, that dating show where they
That's
pop the
huge.
balloons.
Pop the balloon. Yeah.
And
It's
the
huge.
guy on there got on there and said he only liked women with long hair, and it was a bunch of sisters, and they all just started popping their balloons and got mad at him. And my daughter was like, "Well, they shouldn't be so mad at him for saying that if that's what he likes." So I was
Right.
like, "But Paige, you understand black women's association with long hair and the issue they have with long hair because." Most black women don't have long hair.
Yeah.
Right? So
Yeah.
he should have been smarter than to even say that shit.
Maybe he didn't want no sisters.
Yeah, but he was in a room with only sisters.
Maybe he didn't want none of that room.
But that's not his fault.
That ain't the
Everybody's
room.
entitled to list their preference.
Yeah.
You can't be offended because you don't fall into somebody's preference.
But you will be offended.
But you have to. You
No,
have
people
to know,
get offended, but you gotta.
too.
You
I know
gotta
what you
control
saying, OG.
yourself.
You gotta
Me
play the
too.
room,
You
right?
got to
No.
play the room.
I understand what
you
you're
walk
saying,
in a
OG.
room,
See what I'm saying?
if we doing the pop balloon, a girl coming in, she's like, I don't like short guys. Now, how tall are you for real?
5'10".
Damn, why
Well,
you
she said, I
got-
don't like
wow.
nobody under 6 feet. Somewhere in your body, you went.
Right. Oh.
If she say, I don't like nobody over 280, I'm like,
I wouldn't think like that. I feel like most men don't care as much about that because there's
We-
so many females out
because
here.
we don't get judged like that. We don't take as
But
many
that's what I'm
bullets.
saying. I feel like that's more of like women allow themselves to get more caught up in somebody's
Say
preference.
282, huh?
You saw that 280?
I see
I'm
what you threw that
270
in there.
something right now.
Okay.
Each. I went to Vegas this weekend and got admired. I had the, I wear my Ray-Ban glasses. I got to put this video out. I am going to post this video. So I had my Ray-Ban glasses on. Tiesto was DJing. Shout out to him for making $500,000 for like 8 minutes. And all he was doing was this. I'm like,
Right.
this motherfucker. He mailed that in and got that dough. But, all right, so I put them on. I was taking my pictures, normal shit. Then I was going to the bathroom. While I was going to look for the bathroom, security, what's up, Wiley? So I'm filming now. Everything I see is happening. In real time, security that I didn't ask for. What's up, Wiley? Where you going? I'm going to the bathroom. Oh, I got you, baby. While he's walking me, people are like, hey, oh, my. And I'm like, damn, I'm never this famous. Is these glasses doing something? So then I get to the bathroom, come back out, he escorts me. Some other person runs up to me and loves me and stuff. And I'm like, y'all motherfuckers don't know y'all just made me famous because I am putting this video out. And it was my boy's 50th birthday party, and he spent a lot of money. He spent 6 figures easily on champagne alone just that night. I mean, he had the one. You know that
One
horse
night?
and carriage.
One night?
One day. It was a day party.
Damn.
You know the horse and carriage when they come and the big signs and like half the department there, all the waitresses.
Right.
That means you spent some money.
Yeah, he had like 5 rotations of like 10, 20 bottles coming. I was like, I literally wanted to say, hey, dog, come here. I mean, this your birthday. This your moment. My 50th, you know what I did? Nothing. All right, so we can stop this right now. Give me half this money. We can go somewhere, man.
We have a friend who rented out SoHo House Malibu for his wife's 50th.
That's hard to do. That's
The
expensive
whole
to do.
place.
He spent some money.
And they changed it like it was their house. Like their family pictures on the walls.
And
kind
you
of
went?
shit.
You
Yeah.
went?
Oh, yeah. It was amazing.
Can you say their name or
It was
that ain't it? Don't say their name?
No.
Okay.
I'll tell you
What
off
they
camera.
do?
You know them. Entertainment.
Okay.
D
I'm
Nice
gonna tell y'all
spun.
later. I'll tell y'all later.
D Nice was spinning.
Oh, come on.
It was more food than it could have literally fed half of LA.
Shit.
It
It
was-
needs to.
it
All
was
these homeless
crazy.
motherfuckers.
It
Let me
was
stop.
crazy.
He must have
Are y'all
spent-
in favor of that, or y'all kind of like?
Hey man,
In
if it
favor
ain't
of-
tricking if you got it.
No, I know that, but look, you can have money now and still wouldn't just give it away or just do certain things, even though you could easily afford it. So they can afford it. Obviously, I'm not going that lane. I'm like, when it's over,
Now that I've done it before, yes, it's stupid.
it's.
My last time in
I would do it once.
My last time in Vegas at Rehab Memorial Day weekend, my boy, he had knee surgery. We were going half on the table. We had rehab Sunday, Memorial, Memorial Sunday.
Green water.
So his knee swelling up, so he left probably a little bit early. He's like, I gotta get back. I've been on my knee. He went back to the room. So when the bill come, I look at the bill. I call him like, hey, you just gonna wire me your half? That nigga was like, bro, I paid my half. I said, what the fuck?
You are left with this.
I said,
What
what
the hell?
I said, what the fuck we do? I said, what? He said,
Oh,
man.
boy.
He said, that's why I left. I said, look. I said, we really?
Yeah, we
I ain't-
really. How much was it? That was the 31 or the?
Ooh.
Okay, so my thing is like this is why I don't gamble anymore. It's not because my wins don't feel good. It's because my losses fucking suck. Like I lost $5. Fuck y'all. So
How much you lose this weekend?
I don't gamble anymore. I just don't. But I also don't do that anymore. I used to be the guy that used to throw the big parties and all that. And then now I'm like, once it's over, one, all you getting is, oh man, good time. Thank you. Motherfucker, that ain't nothing. I got tuition. Two, I just like, that was 30,000, 50,000. And I'm looking around and just looking at the world. I'm like, all I got is like this feeling or memory. And I'm like, I don't think it's worth it. And I maybe should have never thought it was worth it, but I went through that process.
You know what that is though? That's like when LeBron talks about how rings don't matter after he already got his 4. You already did that so many times and lived that life. So
Right.
now, in hindsight, it's like it don't matter, but it's because you did it enough.
I would agree with you fully, except for this. There's so many things I've done 1,000 times, like us, just go in the backyard and drink, and I'm gonna do it again, and I want to do it again.
That's low maintenance though. It ain't costing
Oh
nothing.
no, but we just said this is not like I could go somewhere and spend $30,000. Like I'm not gonna lose my life, but I don't want to. So it's like the value conversation is shifted. Not even the price. You're
Right.
like the price.
Well,
There's
no,
a certain price I can't pay.
I'm saying both, and not just price, but your time and things is different. Like just how you look at things is different now because you did that so many
I don't
times.
think so. I'm more
but
with
see,
him.
look,
I
feel
think
like,
it's just dumb.
But see, look, Blaze, I
And
feel
I was
like
dumb.
I feel like I could go
I agree.
right now. If I go to Vegas now and I'm gonna go to a day party, I'm gonna give me that little $3,000 table, that $2,500,
And walk around.
that $3,000 at 35. I'm gonna do that. Shit, once we get there, we done.
How about this? I'm taking it a step further.
If I do, if
much
I even
easier
do
to
that,
do it that
because
way.
out in LA, I
Last
really
time
don't
I
even go
went
out
to
no more
Vegas,
out
man.
here.
And-
Like when I go, I
I'm
go
going with
out
my
of
boy.
town.
I'm going
Yeah.
with my boy who still think that's fresh, and I'm not judging him. I'm just like, I don't. But since you do, you paying, and I'm going. like I did this weekend. Like, man,
And listen, in the real world, $3,500 is a lot of money
That still is.
that's what I'm
to
saying.
go and drink
That's 3 concerts.
on one day.
Yeah, that's
On some
It's,
liquor.
it's
that-
how you do it though. Because if you going with a crew
Well,
of
see,
people,
yeah, if I'm gonna go with somebody, I'm gonna go with people where that's going like him. We gonna piece up.
yeah.
or-
We gonna
Right,
piece
yeah,
it up.
yeah.
Piece up
If
that
I'm,
town
going,
down.
if I'm going by myself or with just me and the homie or me and my lady, we might just be. We gonna be making our rounds.
I might get a wristband at the bar. we gotta be fucked
I'm
up.
gonna run
And
into
then y'all gonna
something.
assume the rest.
I'm gonna run into
'Cause somebody
somebody.
gonna say,
That's why I said I'm gonna run in. Look, that's what I just said. I'm gonna run into somebody. I'm gonna run into somebody.
That's somebody
Now,
radar is high.
Blaze, you notice his popularity went up in Vegas after.
he
What y'all doing? After you what? Smoking that? Oh, you mother sucker. Damn right.
Yeah, exactly.
After
you're welcome.
They're like,
Yeah, you
Now you got. Now you got. Now you got Ray Ban. He got Ray Ban glasses.
100,000 new followers he's got.
Oh yeah,
on
yeah.
What's up with Blaze? Richie! That would have been funny if somebody was like, yo, what's up with Richie?
We still,
man,
we
that's
still ain't
dope.
got no alcohol. No, no.
It's only,
I still got
it's only a
alcohol.
matter of time before that happens.
Oh, yeah?
We waiting on our Vegas on the rocks Vegas. Oh, never mind. Let me.
Yeah, we
Oh,
could
we
do that.
doing
We
on
should
the
do
rocks
that.
Vegas? Wow, that's,
only
that
makes
could be done.
sense.
That does. Yeah, we got to do that. We'll do that. Hell yeah.
Yeah, definitely. That'd be nice.
Yeah, we bringing our
or do
spouses
like
and
a
wives.
The crew is down.
We could do that too.
We could do a behind the scenes
crew.
there, like a hangout day.
Oh boy.
And just film that and put that out as like a vlog, a behind the scenes on the
Oh, we
rocks.
turn into some real streamers around here. We Casa Knot,
Hey,
Are
You
we
never
with
know.
the
It might
times?
turn into
Are we with
something.
the times or are
It
we
might
not?
turn
No.
into
That's how
something.
you get lost. But
If you're gonna do it, you gotta do
It
it.
might
got
turn
it.
into something. We might do
You
it
gotta
once a
be
month
tapped in.
somewhere.
Dog, I really like. I stayed up last night. I just learned of some Dominican kid who's in like Casa Knot's camp. I forget his name. It's like one word, some fandom or something.
Phantom.
Phantom?
Yeah.
Okay, so he's a 21, 23-year-old Dominican kid,
They getting
big
money.
time, getting paid.
Money.
And I shouldn't say all. What he does is film himself doing anything.
Yeah.
Man, I swear that's my personality. Like I could be filming myself everywhere, but the problem is I'm old. I'm like I don't want to,
But that's why
I
you-
should be. Right?
That's why you don't have to do the streaming. You could just do vlogs because,
What's vlogs?
like
I
I
know,
was saying,
I know what it stands for, but what's the difference?
because streaming is live, and there's certain things you may not want to go across live.
Oh, okay.
And then streaming is you got to consistently do it. When vlogs, you can just drop those whenever you feel like
I
it, and
smell
you
you.
can edit it and make it look more professional.
Okay.
You know.
Oh, because when I was checking, I was going to golf, so I went to bed. We went to Delilah's. Oh, first of all, we went to the Weeknd concert. I am a Weeknd fan like this before this concert. Now I'm one of his biggest fans, loyalists.
love The Weeknd.
Dog, he got more hits than a little bit,
he got
and he
hits.
performed better than all them other cats out there.
He doesn't do nothing but make hits.
Getting 7 figures a show.
Dog, it was insane. And Allegiant Stadium, Vegas ain't no better sound system because that sucker got a real roof and it's Vegas, so they sound system. It was reverb, and he was just like playing some God figures. It was next level, but that ain't my point. After that, we went to Delilah. I could tell you about that, but here's the real point. So I get to bed at like 2.
Same Delilahs that used to be in Orange County, down in Newport.
I never
the
went
one
to
that used to be in
It's
Beverly
inside
Hills.
the casino.
Yeah,
The
it's one
restaurant,
in
right?
Vegas, but where's Delilah?
It's in the
LA?
restaurant, right?
Delilah's in Beverly Hills.
Yeah, Beverly Hills
Beverly
restaurant.
Hills, where Drake is at
And
every
the live
week.
performance and stuff.
Yeah, yep, the live band and all
Yeah,
that.
gotcha,
You can't hear yourself talk over it. But so my boy Jabari's there. He's shy. You know, he fresh out. He ain't been in the game like, before. It's been a while.
Fresh like me.
I feel like he was shy before he was fresh out.
I was about to
That's
say,
just his personality.
That's just him, right? So I see him over there biting his fingers and shaking his knees. I was like, what is the fuck going on? I'm like, right, it's 2 o'clock. I'm leaning, right? My wife's there. She getting tired. That means either A, let her go, or B, we gone. So I'm sitting there. All of a sudden, I look, I'm like, what is he? I look back right behind me, a table 5. Table for 5. I mean, every speck of cute you can see. My wife and me, like my one rule of us is let us be ourselves. That's why my wife's going to Italy without me, because I'm like, you love to travel, go baby. I was like, I'll be right back, baby. She's like, ooh, leave them alone. I said, nope. I nestled my big ass between all them. I said, look at here, I got a proposition for you. See that guy right there? And they're like, I could tell they all single and most of them. And I was like, he's interested. Now, I'm not going to say who he's interested in right now, but I want to say who's interested in him. They like, damn, this boy don't give a fuck. So then
That's
fine,
cold.
I find out none of them are, but they're like, we on too, daddy. I had the glasses on too, so don't think I'm lying.
I want to see what they look like then now.
Oh, yeah, they were fine. So anyway.
I trust his taste.
Yeah. No, this ain't even a story, dog. So it's 2 o'clock, and I'm like, my wife ready to go. I was like, what am I going to do? Stay out here at 3:30 at this table and Jabari over here shaking? Fuck that. I'm going to bed. And I had to golf at 7:30. I had to be there. So I'm like, all right, let me go to bed. I wake up and I look, and I think I overslept. And I look, I'm in the hotel, and I look at the hotel clock. It said 8:33.
That shit always wrong.
It was wrong. At first I was like, shit. And I looked at my phone, and my phone said 5:55. I said, oh, good. So then I got dressed. Let me tell you this. I went downstairs.
They were still there.
No, even better.
Jabari's still in the corner.
Still shaking.
Still shaking. And Delilah.
Dog, I went downstairs.
Help me. Help
People over here they're cracking up. I went downstairs.
Marcellus, where'd you go?
Security like your dog still. Hey, save security from the club.
It's like,
Hey, can we know
Mr.
it's you?
Wiley, we didn't
Mr.
know what
Wiley,
to
we
do
knew
with
it was
him.
you. We couldn't
We were afraid to move him.
He actually told me,
We
he was
just
like,
left
it was
the
all
lights
good.
on.
He was like, it was all good. We just kicked it, and then I left. I was like, oh man, I did all that for nothing. So here we go. So then I'm leaving the front desk, and I'm walking past the front desk, and I gotta go to the front desk. What did I have to tell the front desk? Something. Oh, I wanted late checkout. I was like, we need late checkout. So I'm getting in the line. Negro in Vegas at 6:22 a.m. I saw the finest girl maybe ever. She was wearing a red short set, was just coming in from the club because she had on the flip-flops, you know, the Vegas heels. After a certain time, that's all they wear. And her girl had on heels. So I'm thinking like strippers, gotta be strippers, right?
Or they working.
Or they working, right? And then I look, she had on them clear heels. I said, oh yeah, they really working, stripper. And then I'm not gonna say nothing because I'm like, one, there's a certain point where you gonna mess up my salary cap. You gonna mess up my mind. Like, you too fine to be like, hey, how you doing? I'm like, this motherfucker. I was like, I love you. Like, you know what I'm saying? And then she got the glasses on. Then I'm saying, I love this girl. I mean, she was stellar. And I'm sitting there, and
Wait,
I'm like,
was she curly hair?
Light skin
skin,
with curly hair.
She was light skin, but it was more feather hair, like that, like, you know, when they got that good, like they got the Creole somewhere, but it ain't curly, but it's like laying on the top. That shit was fresh at 6 in the morning. I got a picture. I'm gonna show you. So I'm like, what?
With a video.
I got that too. I had the glasses on.
No, that's
sorry, lady.
That's what I'm saying.
So then I'm like, this is insane. Please don't speak to me. Please don't speak to me. And then they're done with the desk. So I'm sitting there with a big ass, what is it, Coogee or whatever, one of them kind of name brands. I won this golf bag. So I got this big old, loud, rich looking golf bag, and I'm standing in the lobby, and them girls walk past me. And I start shaking like Jabari, like, please don't speak to me. So the other one was cute, but, you know, wasn't my type, whatever. A white girl with a tattoo sleeve and clear heels. I'm like, that ain't tempting. All right, so then she walked by. And then the black girl was walking by and she slowed down. And then you know how you not supposed to look at somebody, but then you got to say hi or what's up. And so she went like here and she slowed down. And I was like, and I look, and she says, oh, nice bag. She's like, you're going to golf? And I was like, this girl trying to holler. No, I'm not, you motherfucker. I'm trying to marry you. Ain't it a Vegas altar somewhere? Anna Marie, I'll be back.
She was lining you up.
What? Mm-hmm. And I was like, yeah, I'm going to golf. And I told her, this is where I went to golf, Summit, and all that. And she was like, oh, okay. She's like, I know people over there and all that. I was like, yeah. She was like, oh, well, we're going to go upstairs. We about to get massages and stuff, but later there's some parties. We'll let you know if you want to. I was like, she just asked me for my number. Oh, and I was like, that's too far. I was like, nah, I can't go there. So I was like, let me get your number.
I was about to say, I know this guy. Ain't no way that you walked away like that. Ain't no way.
Instagram.
Ain't no way you walked away from that.
My wife I don't care either. I'm like, you got my phone. Y'all know I don't answer the phone, so I'm like, good luck trying to find me if I don't want to be found, motherfucker.
So how far do the rules of engagement allow you to go?
With my wife there or not there? Or anything?
As long as he's not going.
Well, she ain't there. It's 88, nigga. We in 88. I'm doing the freak still.
Get the baby oil out.
I wouldn't do that in front of her, but she does it when I ain't there. I've seen a video of my wife doing this. I'm like, I want to see that shit. But I wasn't there. For real, you know, her homegirl be like this. I'm like, that's my wife in the back
They
doing
like
this shit.
hyping them up. Yeah, girl. That's what they do.
Nah, rules of engagement, there are none no more. She gets guys' numbers all the time. Oh, this guy's doing this guy's doing that. Oh, he's so nice. And, you know, sometimes the guy's gay. I was like, he got a PP. It still worked. Like I'm not intimidated or insecure, but she gets guys' numbers when it's some form of they going to come play pickleball, they going to connect, they going to see each other, the kids. And for me, it's the same stuff. If somebody cool and we going to connect or we can connect or you got intel or I'm in Vegas and you know where some fresh parties are or vice versa. What's the point?
I think that makes your relationship stronger.
Oh yeah, that's why we
That's
ride.
how mine's is. Like, she don't hover over me. She's not trying to control every situation. Because when you do that, then it forces people to have to be sneaky. Because people gonna do what they're gonna do regardless.
Right. That
so
part.
if you gotta hide it, now you setting a whole different precedent for how your relationship about to go.
And you can't live that long like that, holding your breath. Yeah. Every time you see, first of all, who is not attracted to attractive people? Like your wife is. She looking at that dude, the dude who party it was, the 50th, who spent all that money. Yoko little dude. Like, you know what I mean? He like this. I was like, okay, wife's like 6'2", play volleyball, kids jumping out the gym. Beautiful family. So I'm like, say hi to the dude. Like, what do you mean?
I think it also depends on the type of personality you have. Like, for me, like, I'm social. I'm going to build with people. We're going to talk. We're going to chop it up. We're going to laugh. I think if that's your personality, it makes sense to your other half to be like, all right, he going to exchange numbers with people because that's just how
him.
he interacts.
That's him.
Now, if you never talk to anybody and you like in your show, like in the show in the show, and then now you getting numbers.
Yeah,
you
switching up.
Yeah, it looks different.
Yeah, you got to be who you are, whatever that is, as much as that version as you are. I'm not going to lie, I'm not 100% around my wife because I'm a fool when she ain't there. No. Like, I mean,
we know.
Oh, yeah, y'all know, right? I'm a fool. Like, girls are like, what? Because I just got jokes and I like people. Right. I really like people.
Right.
And so you get me out there. I'm doing the same thing with dudes. I think what saves me with my wife is because she'll see me just go up to a guy and be like, what's up, boy? And he'll be like, oh, and I'm like, shut up. And he'd be like, what the fuck? Like, I'm wrestling this big mama. I just want to say hi. So when you like that, then you get carte blanche. You get green light. Yep. But if I only went to find girls, it'd be a problem. Kid. I am a big-ass kid. You know that. You too. You just more chill. I don't know.
He hides his more.
Yeah,
right. He's more reserved.
He got to be comfortable with you.
Yeah.
Okay.
He got to know it's a safe space. That's
real.
Then he goes in.
Can't trust everybody.
Nah.
That's a fact.
Nah, that's facts. And every personality comes with a consequence. Like if you're a quiet type, reserved type, you're going to miss out on opportunities like Jabari. He was going to miss out on just speaking to these nice girls that's from L.A. and everywhere.
They were from L.A. too?
Yeah. One of them lived by my boy Matty
Vegas.
L.
You know,
you
Vegas.
You go there for a minute.
Man, I ain't going to waste no time.
You order them around?
No reps wasted, coach.
You order them around?
Huh?
You order them around? Around the drink?
Oh, no, two rounds.
So did he ever talk to them?
Yeah.
Oh, he did talk.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Will he stutter?
Yo, I was gonna say that earlier, but I was like, nah, let me chill. I said, let me chill, because I don't want to do that to him on camera. So I was like, let me chill. And then here you go.
He can handle it. He stutters for real in real life. So for you saying that, I know you probably didn't know.
I thought that's why you said it.
He does stutter.
Yeah, you
I
stutter.
didn't know that. Oh shit, man, my bad, Jabari. I ain't even met you, dog. Sorry, man. Watch it, man. My
He
bad.
owns it. He knows it. It is. He's been like that since we were kids, so it's all good. But I mean, obviously, it plays some part into why you ain't trying to
That's
walk
why
up
you
to
laughing so
everybody
hard,
and say
Blaze,
hi.
huh? You laughing so hard, Blaze.
You are stupid. I was like, wow, that's a good one.
Is that your homie that was
so
here Memorial Day?
He here all the
Or
time.
was that,
always
or
here.
was that Rory?
Light skin, curly eye, curly hair. He light skin. Yeah, that's Jabari.
okay.
Yeah, that's my ace, man. So that was a fun time. And what else we do out there? Vegas.
You did something because that laugh was that came from somewhere.
I'm amazed still how Vegas does this. They bring people together who just want to let the guard down, spend money that maybe you should not, who cares? You just spend it, figure it out later. Live your bestie life. Like, we were there for 36 hours, dog. I feel like I went on vacation around the world. I saw The Weeknd. I went golfing with Ben Horowitz and his son, Jules, and the family. We had a dinner barbecue. I went to another barbecue. I went to a pool party with D'Estro.
Did you get invited to Vegas?
No.
First of all,
Me neither.
He
I was just
probably-
asking. I'm just curious.
I would have felt bad for doing that. That's normally I'll invite. But when I'm invited, I can't do. Yeah, I don't know. This
I know you.
That's
went
what
to
I
the
say,
golf-
especially when you ain't
golf-
got when they in your pocket. When they in your pocket. Hey,
Well, first of all,
all you
I
gotta do
don't
is
know
get
the
the
dude
room.
who's inviting me, so that's like kind of weird.
That'd be the best.
Oh, really?
No, he was Jabari's boy. They went to Cornell together.
Oh, gotcha.
So he was like, Marcellus come in, his wife come in. He was like, sure. But then, I think that's the end of that conversation.
You have to go to Ivy League to get
That's
there.
it.
That's what
That's
it
it.
was. You see, he snuck that in there.
Because for the weekend concert, I took my mentees. So all these little 17, 18-year-olds that I mentor in Vegas. And it's so crazy. So Ben and Felicia Horowitz was asking me, like, who do you want to go? Anybody else in Vegas? And I was like, I asked Rory. He was like, man, I'll be drunk by that time. I need that nap between day party and night party. Jabari, same thing. Nobody wanted to go because they're going to be drunk at 7 o'clock. So I was like, fuck, all right. I invite my mentees. Then they show up. It's these little 17-year-old weekend fans. And Ben and Felicia was like, who are they? They wasn't mad enough. They was like,
Yes, they
we're
were.
all 60 in here. This what the fuck is this?
It all makes sense now. Because Rory texted me the other day. He's like, yeah, I'm going to Vegas tomorrow. And I was like, oh, okay. Now that's why. Because y'all was all going out there.
So
for the same
Jabari
thing.
put the antenna out for Rory, put the antenna out for me, extended that
How was
olive branch.
Kelly Clarkson's show?
Not yet. But I do go to more shows than the average bear.
Is she performing out there or something?
She got a residency out there.
And now when we go, y'all gonna get mad at me because one of them nights I'm going to see Jabberwockies or some shit. Like I do my shows. I do my
You
shows.
gonna do your Shaq move?
Oh yeah. I do all the challenges. Shaq don't want none of this. You know when Shaq and I were supposed to have a DJ off for the Super Bowl, and they called it off. I was supposed to have that. And they called off. I was supposed to freestyle against some NFL player that had an album out. Yeah, and then it was on 106 in Park, and they had it
I was about to
set up.
say, how many years ago was that? Yeah, 106 The Park was
Yeah.
out shit. Because I was about to say, you can't freestyle now.
I freestyle every day, every way. What you say?
Okay.
That might have
A
happened
lot
when
of
I was
DJ
there.
skills now.
Sucks.
So that's why I said that was
Suspect.
years ago. Okay.
I could DJ still because it's like riding a bike, but I don't keep up with the new music. And Shaq and I were supposed to DJ for a Super Bowl / we were supposed to do one in Costa Rica. Now, this is not on Shaq. Shaq doing them all the time, everywhere. It's me who didn't. We didn't follow through on the Costa Rica one, and then the NFL called off the one way back. It was in New Orleans, and I was so nervous because I walked by the 106 in Park set, and it was. So we supposed to freestyle Friday. I walked by there Thursday and nobody there or whatever. And I was like, damn, tomorrow I'll be on that stage, got to rap. Because freestyle's tough. Like, you can get mind block.
Real freestyle is tough.
Yeah, you can fucking stutter, mind block, just off. Once you get off, you just go. And I was like, I'm about to be up there in front of this whole fucking stadium rapping. And I went to bed pumped. And then they were like,
somewhere along the line, it's gotten conflated. Now people are using lyrics they wrote and
It's
saying
been like
it's
that for a long
freestyle.
time.
way
That
longer.
ain't freestyle.
That's
So
what
long.
Drake
Freestyle is
got
off the
killed
top
for
of the
that.
dome.
Drake got killed for that when he first came out because he was on Hot 97 and he was reading his rhyme off his BlackBerry.
Yeah.
And that was almost 20
20
years
years
ago.
ago.
Yeah.
That ain't a freestyle.
That's not how we grew up, but they have hijacked it and made it that. So you can adopt it now because they all write them. And there's some videos of Game, who's one of the best real freestylers.
Reciting the same one
it's
20 times.
Same bars. Same bars. They go to. They write them, and then these are just songs they haven't put out yet. But that's what they mean by freestyle.
There's a couple that are still elite at it. You ever listen to Simba? You ever seen him?
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
he
yeah, I
killer.
love
And there's one King Los. I don't know if you know what that
Yes.
is. The two of them.
Yes.
Simba
Like,
is the
You
best.
just throw names out, throw things out, and they just go.
Whatever they see.
Yeah.
Costa Contras like that.
Yeah, uh-huh.
They sick.
Simba's the best rapper who can't make a great album. I love
It's a
Simba.
lot. It's a lot of those.
I love Simba.
Has he made an album yet?
Yeah, the album,
but
it was cool though. That one was cool.
It wasn't. The album wasn't up to his.
It
his
must
skill
not have been.
level.
I don't remember.
Most
I love
rappers who are
Simba. I
that
think he is
lyrical,
so good.
because most guys who are that lyrical get caught so much in the
In the- yeah.
lyrics
Yep.
that they don't pay attention to,
To
the
the
other
hooks
stuff. Yeah,
and-
yeah.
Yeah.
And the cadence.
Yep.
The
Backpack rappers.
melodies.
Yeah.
Yeah, they
Man.
it's just all about the rhymes.
Back when I was on Twitter, I heard Simba, and I went. I was
Yeah.
like, dude,
Yeah.
I don't know if you're signed. If not, hit me. Let's figure this out. You one of the baddest cats I've ever heard.
Special.
But he was at RCA, and his album just didn't make up for his talent, which
Oh, I
I
get
thought
you.
was just weird.
That's
I was
like Papoose.
damn.
Papoose is
Papoose
one.
is
Oh,
one
let's
of
go
those.
down. It's a list of people who
I mean,
just don't make albums.
Jadakiss too albums. Like his albums really.
People got Jada
I
on that
love
list.
Jada.
As
I
great
love
as
Jada.
artist he is, his
I love
albums.
Jada, but the albums like never had a really hit album, but he got songs and he got features that are like ridiculous. I love Jadakiss.
That's real. It's a few cats like that. And then it's the flip. Like, that's why I love Snoop so much, because you can't put him like ultra high as a rapper, like just lyricist, but he's dropping bars. But more importantly, he mastered rap, like
Snoop got a lot-
flow,
He know how
just
to make
go.
songs.
He got
Make
a lot of he got a
songs.
lot of writers now though.
Okay, I can see
But
that.
I mean, I
I
figured
can
that like
see that.
after so long, it's like how much can you keep rapping? Like
I don't know. Nas still writing them. Nas, I mean, you can if you want to, but
But Snoop probably had a thing where he like Book, I know Fab from the Bay. He writes a lot of Snoop shit. He writes a lot of Snoop stuff.
They was
So I know
writing for Snoop
probably-
back in the day too.
Huh?
They was writing for Snoop back. in
Yeah,
the day.
his DOC wrote a lot of the Chronic, or
Snoop
all
probably at
of
a
it.
moment now where he just doing it for fun. Yeah, man. All right, let me.
I mean, he's solidified
Exactly,
now.
you know.
So
He's a factory now, and he has a college industry called him.
You know,
What-
you know
where was
somebody
he
who I
on that
wouldn't.
global Q that we looked up? He was like number
six.
or something.
yeah,
6.
I wouldn't mind for Jay-Z to drop a surprise album. Just like, wow.
I don't. I just want to hear songs.
I just want to hear something from
I
him.
don't want to hear.
It's been so
the last
long.
2 albums he put out, I was like,
Yeah,
If he does, what if he does like one of those 5-song albums? You know, just something.
but if
You
he
know what,
put
it's not
out
that long.
like the last 2 albums by Jay-Z, can't lie. If you don't know who it is, if you didn't know who it was, where would you have taken that album? Like it would have been like,
exactly where it's at now.
Exactly.
Nobody plays
Nobody-
nothing off of any of those albums.
and that's what just happened to Lil Wayne. And Lil Wayne, my homie, that's my dog, and I love him. And it ain't gonna change his global standing in my mind. But that last album, not getting played much by, it's just not. And it's
ain't
weird
listen to
because he still can rap, and he was rapping, but it was just like, who produced this?
But when you take that long off, you can't just drop an album.
Oh, really?
You gotta
What
work
about
your way
Malice?
back in the system. But see, but Pusha was always active, so,
So-
he gets to kind of ride that wave because Pusha T
I'm
has
with you.
always been relevant, and he still was
But
putting out music.
Malice,
since-
these songs, they are breaking it down like, okay, good job, Pusha. Malice killed it. Like Malice, in rap, it's like baseball almost. Like we on a team, but I'm doing my own thing, right? I got to hit. I got to catch. Malice ain't dropped a beat, dog. He ain't missed a step.
Well,
Come
no,
on,
'cause
20 years.
rappers can
I
always
ain't
rap.
listen to the album.
Rappers can always
Rappers
like that.
can rap.
That don't change. But if
Some
Pusha,
changes.
if Pusha wasn't
know.
relevant all this time and he had disappeared too, and
Oh,
then they
great
tried
point.
to pop out now,
Great point. We would have looked at it differently.
Nobody would have.
So be it. So be it.
Yeah, it would just be like, all right,
I'm gonna
whatever.
listen to him when
Oh,
I leave
it's
here.
silly. The album comes out on 11th. So
Oh, that ain't came out yet. That's why I was wondering. 'cause
Only
I was
three.
about to
I've
say,
heard 3.
I've been wanting to hear it.
dog, it's insane. They were talking about that and how much anticipation it is for that album. The Travis Scott beef, the fact that Pharrell doing the whole album, the fact that these are some real lyricists that are still relevant, and they could kind of merge both eras of like classic rap, whatever they call our era, because that ain't even classic rap to me. Beastie Boys is classic, like
Yeah.
the Jungle Brothers, like you know what I'm saying?
Jungle Brothers.
like what they talking about classic rap? We're like, what?
I do want to update
old.
y'all off subject though, but
Oh, change it. We flowing.
DP3 got his license 2 weeks ago.
Little, okay.
He got his license, man. I
We
had to tell y'all
16
that.
in the streets?
Yeah, he got 16. He a late bloomer though. He was 16 in October. He just got his license 2 weeks ago, so he rolling now.
So what
Popped
is
out
that?
in the Benzo.
And got him a little used little car. Yeah,
You got him a used car?
little
with-
Benz.
You got him a used
Got him a
Benz?
little bit.
Don't say Lil Benz. Say you got him a Benz.
You got him a 190E?
Don't try to
little
diminish
baby
it.
mama Benz, bitch?
Yeah, I got one of
He ain't in
those.
the C
One
class.
GLC, the little
You got
small
him a GLC?
GLA, the little small.
GLA, yeah.
Yeah, I think it's GLA or GLA.
Oh, he out here eating. What color?
Oh my God.
That's how you know the money nice. He don't even know what he bought him.
I know, he don't
Said
even know.
something. One of them.
Somebody
Yeah, one of them
send
jails.
this kid's
I
house.
got it for him at the
Got a
auction.
little cash.
Got a good little price at the auction.
So he got a girlfriend already?
Nah.
He gonna have
Oh,
one
he gonna
now.
have one now. Pop the trunk, daddy. Oh, snap. Blankets. Daddy, I'm going to the beach. Hotel.
It was good
And
too.
wet wipes.
Oh, high
Wet
school,
wipes.
yeah, wet wipes. High school beach.
That- that glove
Oh,
box.
man.
Cool too. 'Cause yesterday,
the glove box is
I
equipped.
barbecued yesterday, and I had to send him to the store twice because I forgot something. You know, I guess, hey, run to the store real fast.
Yeah, go get. Oh, that felt good.
At that
felt
age,
real
they
good.
love
Hey,
it.
They
hey,
ready.
but he
They
was
wanna
excited.
Drive anywhere.
He was warming up breakfast in the morning, and I told him to go do it. He walking out the door. I said, "You ain't gonna eat the food you just warmed up first?" I'm like, "You don't ever do anything I told you that fast." He had his keys ready to go.
He was like, yeah, they're burning in his
ready to
pocket.
drive.
Huh?
He was ready to drive.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
sick.
I'm
He
proud
pushing
of
them
him.
streets. What's
I was
warming
worried.
up
I
breakfast
ain't gonna
mean?
lie, I was worried.
Yeah, you look. I was.
What is warming up breakfast? You had
he warmed up-
leftover breakfast?
Nah, he warmed
Fat
up-
people shit.
He didn't want
fat.
No,
Wake
Nah.
up. Hey, you still got some of them things?
You got that breakfast from yesterday. Warm that up.
Where's that bacon?
Warm up them eggs.
nah,
Where's that bacon? Where's that bacon?
no,
I
because
put
I
in
was
the foil?
barbecuing. I was barbecuing on Sunday, so I was gonna start making the burgers and stuff at noon. So I was like, "Y'all want me to make some?" And Don was like, "Nah, I'm just gonna warm a pizza from last night." So I was like, "Okay,
Worse.
cool." So I let him
But that
warm the
ain't
pizza. 'Cause I was
breakfast.
making.
That ain't breakfast.
That's
Yeah,
what he
pizza
wanted. But I barbecued. The burgers were ready at like 12:30. So But that's what he
So
wanted.
you warmed up leftovers.
Yeah, pizza from the night
When
before.
you said warm up breakfast, it sounds
Well,
like
that's why
we
I
think it's
thought-
food.
like
I know. That's why I had to clarify it.
eggs
It
turn
did sound.
green.
It did sound weird as
Green eggs in
hell.
ham.
And then they always saying like, "Oh, football players big." This motherfucker had a pizza for breakfast.
He didn't have a whole. See, now he's gonna do a whole
And the old
pizza.
lineman too.
He warmed up like 2 slices, dog. But
Two
he does
slices.
Need to, but he does need
That's
to
like
put
them
on
3
weight.
pieces of chicken.
But he does need to. He
How
does
many
need to
2
put on weight.
pieces of slice? How many 2 slices did he order?
He had 2 pieces. He had 2
How many
slices.
times do you have 2?
Oh, just once, because he went straight to that store quick.
How many times you hear the microwave go beep?
He
I'll
does.
be right back.
He does need to gain weight though. Like today, he started. I got him some whey protein. So we went
Okay,
and worked out
that'll do it.
6:30 this morning. I made him breakfast right when we got home, and he was sitting there eating his protein shake with his breakfast. So
Damn, y'all fat.
on
Eating
the
a
grind.
protein shake. This motherfucker. He is. He
yeah,
even
still.
say drink it. Eat this.
Oh, but still, he only 240 playing left tackle, so we gotta get
Only
him
high
more
school
weight. But he's
240.
high
Only
school. That's why I'm
240?
trying to get him
He
to
a
about
sophomore,
He's
right? Or
16.
junior?
I'm trying to. He need. We ain't doing it the bad way. We doing it
gigantic.
with protein and after
Yeah.
the workout.
you would know that's your
You know what I'm
specialty,
saying?
like-
We're not doing it
But
the
what
bad way.
is he? He's a rising.
He's gonna be a junior next year. So it's an important year.
Okay,
I
I
just
get
want
you.
him to get to like 260, but I'm doing it. It ain't like I made him a good breakfast because that's why I was late here because I had to hurry up and make breakfast. But I got him a weight gain protein, put a little peanut butter in there.
I'm about to say peanut butter and jelly sandwich every night.
milk and stuff like that. So I'm
Yo.
trying to do it the healthy way and not just have him eat junk. You know. So
At 16, what did you weigh?
at 16, I was probably about
3.
Oh, it was
What?
significant difference.
Yeah, but I was
270?
very athletic because I was playing basketball.
I know that's why I was asking.
Yeah, so, so
3
that's
what?
the thing.
You weigh 3 what?
When I out of high school,
Yeah, I know you.
out of high school, I was like 305.
305. See?
But then
No,
when
but I said 16.
I know,
yeah,
I
but
know.
you trying to
he
be
said
funny.
16. Yeah, by
gotta
then.
get to 300
But you
somehow.
know, back then there was like 300 was like the old line.
That was
thing,
that
so-
number.
But then when I first got to college and I got on them college workouts, I started my freshman year when I started. I started 275.
You lost weight?
What? The
Why?
workouts were killing me.
Oh, they were so hard. Yeah,
Bro,
yeah.
I dropped, but I was so athletic. Bro, I was first time I was able to dunk. I was jumping out the gym, catching lobs, everything. I was never able to dunk in high school.
Damn.
In
Yeah,
college,
yeah,
man, in
athletic.
college, I
'Cause
was-
what you like,
remember I told you I was
6'5"?
tapping like a motherfucker. Remember we had that conversation?
Tap.
But nah, but
Which is crazy,
I
'cause I
dropped
could
and
tap
I was
that back.
power clean. I mean, I got so explosive with those college
Start
workouts.
throwing flags.
Like,
all
What are you saying? What are you saying?
I don't know.
Oh, they all got
Because
explosive.
he heard tapping.
But nah, but yeah, that college workout, man, it was like my
It is
first
a
2
beast.
years. I started like 275, 285. I had to get my weight on back in college though. But yeah, them workouts, them first 2 years, man, my whole body changed. I ain't gonna lie, I was wearing them tank tops when I came back home.
Oh,
man.
you
I was
ready?
like, I was cut up then.
Hold on.
I lost all that little baby fat when I got to college.
No, you didn't. Let me see.
So it came right back. Hey, it came right back.
Oh, you
though,
still in
but
school,
college. Freshman and sophomore year of college.
graduated again?
Hey, let me just say freshman and sophomore year
Rodney
of college.
Dangerfield, he went back to school.
Let me clarify that. Freshman and sophomore year.
You're a super senior.
Just freshman and sophomore year.
Dude, I don't remember hanging with the linemen in college. I know the pro game, but we got money then, so girls, it don't matter. But in college, do y'all get hollered at? Like the team going out, we'd frat party, and the team walk in. Like, where's O-line fit in terms of the girls, the love? Where y'all at?
My school was different. 'Cause it was like a white
in
school,
Utah.
so it was like we didn't really get.
So they loved you just all. Were y'all like black gold?
Well,
Y'all black gold, like-
certain people, yes.
Oh yeah.
He took advantage of it.
Oh, of course. She did too. She took advantage of that black gold. She wanted that Shira. So
But then when we go to Salt Lake City, though, when we go to Salt Lake City and party together, and we go into like the black club and stuff, then they be like, "Damn, who these big niggas like all of us going in together?"
They not feeling y'all the same.
No, they was.
okay.
They be like when we go to Salt Lake, because that's what more black people be. We go to black clubs then. And then we walk in all together. They be like, damn, who these big niggas? Like all the football players walk in, it would be a vibe, you know? What I'm
Yeah,
saying?
because I know you go to Arizona. Remember, Arizona got discovered maybe 90s. I don't know when, but for me it was like late 90s. Like
place.
you immediately felt being black and an athlete was best suited to be there. Like move here, go out here. Like everywhere we go, Miami, everything. It was always love. Arizona was something. You've seen.
I love Arizona.
It was silly. I was like, what is going on here?
Arizona crazy. Like,
Yeah. So I was asking like,
walking through the stores and stuff like
They
that.
love
Yeah.
black. With them women, they love
Walmart.
black guys in Arizona.
huh?
Them women over there, they love black guys. in
No,
Arizona.
it's beyond.
like
It's like no other place.
No, yeah, like no other.
That's crazy. I remember we used to go there, and so we you know, we 21, 22, and then you walking around and all them colleges there. So you in the club and then you talking to some girl. She play volleyball. She bigger than you, finer than all outdoors, and then she white. And then you like, damn. And then, you know, your boy sitting there like, nah, I ain't gonna say nothing. And then you like, but somebody is, right? But then you just, at the end of the night, you're like, all right. And it turns out, I learned this. They partied. Like, they were doing that the next weekend with the next dudes that came in too, right? You know what I mean? Like, they were in college. Their college wasn't hanging at the dorm.
It's a college town.
Yeah,
so
they going to the
all
club.
they do is party there.
And going out and meeting dudes with names and they ain't tripping. It was just like, who cares? It's better than a frat party.
I remember when Super Bowl's out there, like my second year in the league.
Yeah.
I think it was 08. Super Bowls in Arizona. I had a fucking ball that weekend.
Ball.
I remember me and my boy, we waited to the last minute to book our hotel. We were staying at the damn Motel 6. Like, way off the strip. You know, I didn't know you had to book stuff early. I'm looking for hotels a week early. You know, it's my first Super Bowl. You know, I'm saying,
Oh, God. Rook.
Like, boom, we had Motel 6 like 30 minutes away from everything. And then we had that for a night. Then we had to go to the extended stay somewhere else the other night. But we made it work. But I booked that probably like Wednesday. We got here Friday.
No girls.
But we made it work, huh?
No, y'all did?
Oh, we made it work.
I mean, he's still in the league, so
we made it work.
the girls
And
is
they do
gonna-
have cars.
right. Yeah,
But there's judgments.
Right.
They didn't
Tomorrow
know.
night will be different.
Hey, by the time
Girls are
they
looking at
got
each other like,
hey, by the time they got there,
chose wrong.
Orlando Pace. Where Orlando?
by
That
the
was
time
the
we
last
got there, it was
option.
too late. By the time we got there, it was too late.
Yeah, too late.
But they
huh?
knew it. They enjoyed themselves at the club. They knew it was
Yeah.
a good little time.
I've been there.
It's wild. You were 305, and that was normal. I remember when the
thought you were
Fridge
talking
was
about
the
when I
only
was-
one
Yeah.
over 300.
He was only doing the league over
was the
300
only-
down there.
only one.
When I was in Phoenix, I was 315.
Yeah,
That was in the league.
because you eating all that warmed up pizza the next morning. Motherfucker. Fat ass. And partying. You know you're going to wake up and make a bad decision after a worse one. Yes, it's happening. I did the same
them
thing.
days, we wasn't eating till lunchtime. You waking up so hungover, it wasn't eating
Intermittent
nothing
fasting,
before.
yeah.
You drinking that water at lunchtime, you come back. I remember them days. Sometimes when I be hungover, I can't drink till like the afternoon. I eat till like the afternoon. I be having to.
Oh, I got.
scared
If
I be
I'm
throwing
hungover,
up.
I gotta get some carbs in my system
Yeah.
immediately,
I'm
and then
you.
I'm going back to sleep.
and drinking
Damn.
beer.
And see, that's why I can't
you
stay
do
out.
the
That's
hair
why I don't
of
like
the
staying
dog,
out
that
late.
balances
But that's
it
why I
out
don't like
if
staying
you
out
see
late
the
anyway, because my body still. I can stay out at 3 o'clock in the morning. I'm still gonna be up at 6 a.m.
Same.
5:30
That's
a.m.
how I am.
And
No
I'm
matter
like,
what
bruh,
time,
and then
I
I'm
get
like,
up
I'm gonna
early.
be drained by later on that day. That's why I don't like staying out late, because I'm still gonna get up early. I'm like, I'm getting older.
Yeah, I got body clock. That's why I left Delilah's at 2 something and I was up at 5.
But you be wide awake too. I be trying to go back to sleep early.
No,
Like,
I can't. I know because I've tried too many failed attempts to go back to sleep, and then it's 7:30, and I just been staring at myself,
Exactly. Yeah, I
looking
hate
at this
that.
wall, trying to go to sleep. Back of my eyelids, I'm like, dog, just
get
when
up.
you're up, you're up.
And be
Yeah,
Take
productive.
a nap later.
That's why I
Be
started doing. I
productive.
started getting
Yeah,
out. I
be
started doing
productive.
stuff around the house, or if I'm not going to the gym that day, I'll work out.
Mm.
But yeah,
Can I tell you my story? It's similar to yours. First time I went to Vegas for real, like I'm booking Vegas, and same thing. My boy, it was my boy. I can't say his name because he's gonna get weaved into the story later in not so flattering ways. So he like, oh, we going to Vegas, and I had just bought a truck. I bought an Expedition.
you drove out there.
Yes, gotta floss. And this is when they first came out. Wow. And I'm a big kid. I put the Buffalo Bill flags in the window, like the one that go like the fans do. And bitch, this me. I'm like, why they get to rep the team harder than me and I play for them? Fuck y'all. So then I put the flags in. I'm going
From
out
Cali to
Crenshaw like
LA
this.
with Buffalo Bill flag.
I got a Buffalo Bill flag in Crenshaw.
With his
Everybody
own
see
jersey
me.
on.
Nah, I ain't go that far. That's Lamar.
You driving
Odom.
with no shirt on and baby oil.
That's me. Little
Diddy.
baby Diddy.
Stuck to the seat.
Baby Diddy.
He's the first Diddy.
I'm D Diddy. Now Lamar Odom did wear his own jersey. That's the only athlete I've ever seen do that. I was like, oh, all right, that's different. But so we ride. He like book the hotel, do all this stuff. I was like, yeah, we going. So we driving, and I booked the hotel. At the time, I didn't even think about what the name, because I didn't know what Bellagio was. I was just whatever. So we driving, and then we get to, you know, you coming down that hill and you see the strip, and you're like, where we at? And the only one I knew was the Luxor, but it was sold out. That's to let you know how long ago it was. Because the Luxor was the one. You staying in that black triangle, oh, you're going to get some of that triangle.
That was my graduation. That was my graduation gift.
Yes.
I stayed there when I graduated from college on my drive back.
Hell yes. Then that little light going up there, he's just shooting. Oh yeah, you get in that room though. You're like, dude, what's going on?
I had me a jacuzzi in there.
Yes, I wanted it, and I remember they said some Mike Tyson had stayed there before. I was like, I gotta stay there, but they were booked, so I didn't care where we stayed. So now, if you know the strip, you coming from, I guess that's what, south? I don't know. You coming in, you see the Luxor on the left. You're like, oh, that's fresh. Then you go on, you see some hotels, you know, Howard Johnson's and stuff. Then you see some big ones again. You're like, ah. Then he was like, where we at? All right. And then I look down and see. It says Lucky Star.
It's a 1 star. That's for
and
sure.
I was like,
1
I
star.
don't know where Lucky Star is. Check the address. And you know, these big ass casinos, hard to see the address. I'm like, what? And then we ride.
Wait, he was looking for an address.
Yeah.
On the Las Vegas Strip.
Cause I am like,
I ain't never seen the address.
that's my point. So we just riding. I'm like, I ain't see Lucky Star either, right? So we riding. We halfway through it. Now that was the first lump in my chest. Like, oh, we not staying somewhere good. And you know, I got flags in my fucking truck. I got the newest truck on the block. Everybody gonna know I'm playing the league. I got an NFL chain with the diamonds. I am that guy, that dude, right? So I'm like, and we get to the last section, and it start getting dark because you heading toward downtown. And I'm like, yo, where we staying? He was like,
You way off the strip.
yeah. He said, oh, and then it was like, I don't know what we used for navigation back then. We were done with maps, but it was something on your phone, but it was like weird. He was like, go that way. And I went that way. And it said, go that way. And then it said, stop here. Now duck. But no, literally, we get in the parking lot. I'm not lying, dog. I look at him, and he's like, fuck it, who cares, right? I was like, yeah. But I cared. I can't lie. I got too much stunting to do. Yeah. And then I'm looking, it was nothing but old people in there. And they were playing like a board game. They weren't even playing like casino games. The motherfuckers was just chilling. And I was like, no way. Then you walk in, everything smoky, brown and orange and green, just old people colors. I'm like, fuck. And then they're like, yo, go to your room. We go to a room. It's a double bed. I said, this motherfucker. I said, what? I said, he ain't sleeping with me.
That's a good thing, though.
Well, could have been king bed, huh?
Well, no, you get a double bed. You could do your stuff on one.
Oh,
and then
that's
true.
true.
When they go, you sleep on the
That's true.
on the
No,
I'm
fresh
in
bed.
bookie mode mine.
Are you saying there was 1 bed in the room?
No, it was a double bed.
double bed.
Oh, it's 2 beds.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I wanted it to
Oh
be a
wait, when you
suite.
said double, you meant the size of the bed.
Yeah,
was
like twin
double.
beds.
Oh, I thought you meant 2 beds.
Yeah,
as
two twin beds.
Oh, 2 beds.
Okay.
Oh, okay, yeah.
You ain't
okay,
been broke long, have you?
Well, no,
twin
'cause, you know,
beds. Dog. So then I'm like, where the suite at? Like I got the king, and then he got the the other room. None of that. You fast forward. We still going out, so it don't matter. Nobody know where we stay. It don't matter. Go to the club. The club. We go to some club. It was sick. They see my excursion. They let me valet in the front. I'm like, oh, because Vegas ain't really a car like that, town like that. So I got prime real estate. Walk in there, and there's this girl, about 5'10", 160, just muscles everywhere, pretty, short hair. I mean, gorgeous. Like literally, I thought to myself when I saw her, I was like, oh, we in the NFL now, dog, because these girls ain't where we used to go. And I'm looking at her the whole time. I'm just staring. Now I'm shook right now because I don't know how to get at her, right? Because I'm like, she too fine to just go walk up to, hey, how you doing? You get a drink? Are you a cancer? Like, I ain't gonna do no shit like that, right? So I'm like, let me watch her move for a second. While I'm watching her move, my boy, he ain't scared. Wow, he go there. I'm like, this mother. All right, so then he introduced me to her, so he just trying to spit on my sandwich, basically, like, you want something? How you gonna introduce me to her? I've been hollering at her in my own head. So I'm looking at her like, all right. They start dancing. Then he got on her so early, he already got her number, so he moving around. All right, well, second time around. Hey, what's up, y'all? I was like, how you doing? And she was like, she said, your boy cool. I was like, yeah, I hate that dude too. Like, me and you, right? He see it, he come up to me. Oh, and it's not like, we're not. You know me, I ain't confrontational. I was like, damn, dog, I can't get no time. He was like, man, you know, all these girls, and here you go. So then we kind of like, and he a receiver. I'm me. So I'm like, I can win this battle, but I'm like, don't do it. It ain't worth fighting over. And I really wanted to holler. All right. So then I'm just macking anybody. Machine Gun Kelly, everybody gonna get. I'm getting all these numbers. He's like, all right, I'm about to go back with her. I was like, damn, I hate you. She was taking him back to her spot. I was like, oh, you don't want her to see the lucky star, huh, motherfucker? You ain't gonna be so lucky, are you? So I'm like, all right, cool. I'm gonna go back to our crib and to the hotel. And I literally get back to the hotel. And then I'm waiting on some couple girls. Like, all right, meet you there or whatever. I don't know how I'm gonna sneak them in Lucky Star, but whatever. Then he called. He said, Big Dog, you good? I said, yeah, I'm good. Why you calling me? I said, y'all done already? I said, damn. Give her something back. I'm like, golly. Satisfy her somewhat. 1 minute, man. So he was like, nah. He said, you sitting down? You good?
I said, man.
And I said, yeah, you all right? And he was like, all right, stay there. I'm going to come back. I'll be right back. I'll see you in a sec. I was like, this motherfucker called me to stay here, which I'm already here, and he don't want to tell me right now, but he want to see if I'm good. So I'm like, I'm drunk, weirded out. I'm like, whatever.
All of a sudden, it wasn't feeling so bad no more, was it?
First thing I thought, I was like, oh, I hope he all right, and she ain't beat him up, or he ain't do something wrong. I was like, ah.
She was a he.
Man, he get back. He met Uncle Gloria.
I knew it. I knew it. The way that was going, I knew that.
He was like, dog. Wow. He said it pulled over on the highway and said, look.
You want to suck it?
Want to suck it?
It's changed.
Boy, oh boy. He said, man, look. He said he pulled over and he said, I got something to tell. I don't know the voice. I got something to tell you. I got something to tell you. And he was like, yeah, what's up? You know, he probably leaning back like, yeah, you know what it is. Move that armrest, motherfucker. And then he was like, she said, I'm not who you think I am. I am a he. And I just want to let you know that before we get back so we don't have any problems, any issues. And he was like, okay. Well, we're going to have a problem. So I'm just going to leave. Okay, so can you get me somewhere I go get back to the hotel? Okay, fine. So that's what happened. He told me that story when he was there in the room. I was like, damn. And then after it hit me.
You was on it too.
I know. He skipped that. I thought about that too.
Oh boy.
First.
Oh, that did.
First.
He told you that.
Was just falling on me.
He told you that story.
Why these flags keep falling?
He told you that story after he left the room.
Wait. Dog, so then, this is my boy. So now I got jokes. now. I'm like, dog, now be real. Did she really pull over? Did you get to the room? Did you start feeling what you thought was a hole was a pole? Like, you know. Right. like, come on, dog. Like, come on. Tell me when this really happened.
Had they kissed?
Yeah. And I mean, he was like.
You made out with.
But
I almost was you.
That's why I stopped pushing
She
a
felt
little
that
bit.
stubble.
Because I was like, I did freak up on this thing. I was doing this a little bit. Just a little bit. I don't know. Did I touch her?
Touched him more than a little bit.
Man. And I was like, welcome to Vegas. I was like, rookie.
Wow.
Go ahead, rookie. So then you start, you know, all the war stories, whether it's that or it's the drugs, people trying to put stuff, the roofies, and trying to get you. Like, get you, because they know you go to sleep getting robbed. Cats getting robbed in their rooms and stuff. I know one cat got robbed. Boom. Took everything. And then he couldn't report it because he was married. So one of their games was like, get somebody who ain't gonna say shit. And if you say shit, oh yeah, we got your ass. So they were doing all them twists too. Got him, yeah.
I know somebody too.
Yeah, and real stuff. Real stuff was happening out there. So I was like,
Dudes be falling asleep with them girls in the room, and I never could understand that.
you ever nut? I mean, sorry. You ever bust a big
Good one.
Yeah.
They call that
That's
NyQuil.
But if you don't know her, you got to get her up out of there.
Yeah, but
I
sometimes-
get it though.
First
Biologically,
I get
that's
it.
impossible.
I
You
get
walk
Sometimes.
in that room,
I get
first
it.
stop supposed to be the safe. Put everything up.
Oh, you can put them in the safe.
That too.
But well, not all of them. But do you know what they do? When they hear you go in that safe, guess what they do? Y'all know the game. They memorize the key sounds.
Those are the elite ones.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say that's next level. But hold on, you better be close to elite if you about to go up there with big ass old lineman and rob his ass. Let's just say Brenda knows something, right? And they do this.
Brenda got somebody downstairs probably too.
Right outside that room.
And they're targeting folks who are real fucked up.
Yeah.
So they know once you start settling down, your body's gonna shut.
Yeah.
Or real naive too and gullible.
I
Some
mean,
of them guys don't.
It's a setup that we set ourselves up for. I mean, you know how many times I've walked out of a club with all of the crew, her and my boys. We walking through the casino, loud, jewelry everywhere, just shining, lit. Where you at? What room? 300. 300. I'm on PH.
What tower?
What tower? Come on. Y'all come on. Why y'all so slow? And then you ain't looking. Then on the elevator, boop, we all get it. Come on, girl. And then he just get in like this. He like, oh, somebody else stay in this room. I'm in this hotel too. Yeah, I mean, I'm saved by grace in that respect. Because that ain't no L.A. homie gonna protect you. Ain't no check-ins.
Saved by grace.
Saved by grace.
Grace of God. Thank
Real
you.
spit. All right, so we got some topics to talk about, but they're not real topics. I just want to know your opinion. Did you catch Chris Carter beefing with Ocho Cinco over Travis Hunter? You didn't hear about it? That's a no. You can tell
Think about it.
almost flunked out of kindergarten.
No, who'd you say first?
I'm not going to go
Who was
back.
Chad? Who was
You don't know Chris Carter?
Oh, no, I
I
ain't
bring
see that.
one football player here. He don't know no football player.
That's that indigo.
Y'all heard about this? All right, so Chris Carter, it started off with Chad was just doing an interview with Travis Hunter talking about you can't guard me, all that old man talk, all that fun, tongue-in-cheek. But then Chris Carter kind of was like, why you betting Travis Hunter like you could guard him or he can't guard you when you was literally in the league, New England. He said, he went like this, New England, well, you can even get open. And that's when you were young in the league. And now,
Oof.
Yeah, that's smoke.
Fighting's words.
Yeah. So then Chad took the high road and said, he was like, oh, yeah, when the OGs speak and the legends speak, I just let them speak, and you can always learn something. But not everybody's a legend, and not everybody's respectful like that. So Asante Samuel said,
I saw that.
Chris Carter, you overrated, brother.
You wasn't that.
You wasn't that. A Hall of Famer. He said, you 130 touchdown Hall of Famer. He said, you were nothing but a possession receiver. He said, you get the ball, and the first thing that would happen was you getting tackled. He said, you ain't outrunning nobody. This is interesting because they're both right. He was like, I really used to think of him like this super glorified possession receiver, which is not a slight to me. Probably sounds like a slight. But then, and he wasn't never going to be like doing all that because we had to play him and Moss on it. It was Moss. And then we had to play the other dude.
He was the under. Moss was.
Yeah.
Set him up for the.
Yeah.
They were so scared of Moss that he get a lot of them passes.
He get a lot of
They was
passes.
so
But he was
scared-
getting
they
it
was so
before
scared
Moss.
of Hatch.
I was about to go there too. Man.
Hatchet, and it was somebody else. They had one more cat. I forget his name. But what I think is funny about that story is, like you said, subjective. How many versions of Chris Carter there are? He overrated. He a possession receiver. Nah, he wasn't that good. He Hall of Famer. What?
Well, remember, Buddy Ryan said all he does is catch touchdowns. Remember, that's why he wanted him out of Philly. And everybody was like, well, that doesn't make any sense because all you want is touchdowns.
Yeah.
So if you can catch 130 touchdowns, 130 touchdowns, 130 touchdowns.
Period. Yeah, I guess no matter who. But then, I mean, you're going to say Chris Carter was better than Ocho Cinco, right? But Ocho Cinco had peaks.
I don't think so.
See, that's what is weird. Like a body of work, because Ocho didn't finish it, I guess, is what we
I
say.
think prime for
But
prime,
Ocho's not a
Ocho's
Hall of
better.
Famer, huh?
I think prime for prime, Ocho is better.
Feels
like,
that
with
way.
skill set. Like, I think Chris had a better career.
Yeah. So that's Hall of
Definitely
Fame.
had a better career. Yeah, he definitely had a better career. But I think Ocho had more publicity when he did do his little stuff. He had the Hard Knocks.
Yep.
Where they were pumping him up, and then him change his name and doing all that. So I think he got more pub. Chris Carter kind of went under the radar a little bit and just kept putting up numbers. And that's what got him in the Hall of Fame because they really looked at the numbers. They didn't look at all the publicity stunts and all this stuff. That's why Ocho still ain't there.
I always thought of Ocho as a good receiver.
No,
but
I'm not saying he's not good. He's definitely
No,
good.
I'm saying what you're saying. I thought he was good, but I never thought of him as a great receiver.
Oh, I did.
Well, all the other receivers put him up there in that conversation.
Really?
Yeah.
Maybe
His
I missed it. Maybe I
They
just
say he had the
didn't see
best
him enough.
footwork.
Best footwork by far. Still does. Like, I mean, that soccer background he has and he quick feet. I met Chad when he
No,
was.
I mean, he definitely a beast. I'm not saying he's not a beast.
Yeah,
but he
let's
definitely was
compare
a
that.
beast.
Wouldn't your numbers show it though?
His numbers show well, but I mean, his numbers
He
don't show
he
Chris
was
Carter's
in the
numbers.
top for years, like
he
in the
talked
top
about for Hall
receiving
of Fame?
numbers.
I don't know those numbers
But
compared
neither
to
was,
Chris Carter's numbers.
T.O. wasn't in the Hall of Fame for a long time either. And he's,
No, but he was
Yeah, but
talked
everybody
about.
knew
Right.
T.O.
They
was
slighted
going.
T.O. He was definitely a first ballot in everyone's mind, but in politics and personality,
I
third
think
ballot.
Chad is not in the conversation because of his antics.
But that's what got him noticed. Like, to your point, whatever numbers you had, we noticed them because you were sending gifts to other cornerbacks.
It's all good until they get tired of it.
I don't know.
Because remember when he went and made his own Hall of Fame jacket?
That was funny.
It is funny, and I like that he did it. But I also think that rubs them the wrong way, and that kind of holds him out.
I think what rubbed him the wrong way is he didn't continue to be that level of receiver. And then when he went to New England and couldn't remember the playbook or get open or whatever that was, New England did him wrong. Like, you got that much game, name recognition, talent, and you go to where the culture is, all you got to do is just be yourself, be the same guy, and it's a wrap. That's Hall of Fame. And he went there, and it didn't go well. It didn't go well at all.
Not at all.
So I think that's what did it. Let me see. I'm trying to compare their career
Yeah,
numbers.
because when Moss went there, he put up numbers,
That, exactly.
and that was later in his career.
Yep. So I met Chad, man. This dude was. Did I tell y'all when I met this dude? He was in.
In the field, well,
He was in the field. What do you mean, black?
I mean, he was outside. You saw him working out.
Oh yeah, I saw him working out better than NFL dudes. He was in college. He was a JUCO. Okay, let's compare their numbers. Oh boy, Chris Carter 234 games played. Chad 166 receptions 1,100 versus 766. Receiving yards, it gets interesting. Chad had a higher average, so 13,800 versus 11,000. That's closing the gap. Oh, touchdowns 130 to 67. 8 Pro Bowls to 6 Pro Bowls. Hall of Fame and no.
That's
Those
why
stats work in Chad's
That's why
favor.
That's why Chad took that road.
Because how many games?
But that's why
versus-
Chad took the road he took.
I mean, 166 versus 234.
So he played roughly 70 games more than him.
I know that's your. So they're giving the longevity nod to Chris Carter.
Chris, yeah, but
that's why I said
if he's
peak for
putting
peak.
up those numbers in a shorter time span, then that would suggest that Chad is better.
Yeah, I think peak for peak, Chad was better, but career, nah.
No,
Yeah, and that's what's weird about the Hall of Fame. It's like
70 games. That's a lot of
I
games.
know, like you care about somebody being an 8 for 15 years versus somebody who was a 10 and 9 but 6, 7 years, like because peak for peak.
Because it was only
Chad.
2,000 yard difference. You just said, right?
Yeah,
In
only
receiving
2,000 yards.
And you play 70 more games than me, and
Yeah,
you
yeah.
only got 2,000 more.
That's like 5 more seasons. I'm on 4 or 5
Oh,
seasons.
that's not even close.
Yeah, but he was also on the Bengals, right? And the Bengals were losing a lot of games.
That part.
And they had to throw the ball all the second half of every single game. And there were times where where Chris Carter and Randy Moss are sitting on the bench because they already have won the game and it was over.
But look at Randy Moss numbers. that defeats that whole argument
Yeah, that
because
does.
Moss numbers is better than Chad's.
Yeah, but Chris Carter wasn't the number one.
I know, but that's my point. That ball was getting thrown. You saying like they're acting like based on the argument you just made, you said they were sitting on the bench and this and that. That means Moss numbers wouldn't look the way they look. But he had crazy numbers.
Yeah, because Moss was doing fucking 6 receptions, 200-something yards, 2
Yeah.
TDs.
Right. I mean, he was just flying down the field.
Yeah, and he was out jumping everybody. So you
Out
couldn't-
everything and everybody.
faster.
Dog, we saw him on film. We were like, damn, he fast. We saw him play, and we had to defend him. I said, that's illegal,
Good luck.
dog. No, yeah. I mean, we ran. He scored on us one time. We had the deepest cover 2. I forget what they called it. They called it something like bail covered. No, bail prevent. It was bail prevent. That means don't even line up back there. Go even further back and like 50 yards off the receiver. And we were up like 4. Last play of the game, that type. This sucker, we knew it. Thomas Smith was there, and Ken Irvin, all them, and we knew they were gonna roll out Culpepper, and his big arm was gonna throw it deep, and he did. And we knew we were gonna have 19 people back there, Henry Jones, everybody, and we were gonna be fine.
Henry, that's my boy.
Henry, yeah, Illinois Hank. Sure, that thing, Randy ran. I mean, he ran so like this, and it's just like them legs were just gazelling, and we were like, I'm D-line, I'm supposed to get the quarterback. I'm like, I ain't getting Culpepper right now on this last play. It's fast, fat ass. Like he a little hard ball. He's and he went, whoo. And we look, that thing went. All you heard, you know, in Minnesota when you play. So hard.
I hate it.
Caught that shit like this. Randy used to run like this and catch like this. Like he wouldn't do all this. Like. They scored. We was like, we knew what they were gonna do. We could have put 11 back there, and they still was gonna score on that.
I got a funny Randy Moss story. I'm sorry.
No, real quick. He was so elite that, you know, back in the day, if somebody throw that ball and you jump up, he called it getting moss.
You got moss.
Yeah.
Like-
that's what the kids call it now.
Yeah,
like Kobe,
you got
they
moss.
say moss.
Exactly.
Everywhere you
only
go.
two people I heard
He
that
got his
gets
little
done.
thing
with.
No, you ain't heard GOAT?
ESPN.
They
You
got
got
that
more.
on
Yeah, Mike.
No, LeBron.
Nah.
King me. You ain't never seen a kid go like this? King me. Oh, you seen that? You ain't been.
I don't
to
know
AU
if I
lately.
seen that.
I just made it up, but somebody.
made it up.
Why y'all little kid need to get king me? That's kind of dope for checkers.
So my cousin went to Notre Dame. Derek Mays.
Oh, yeah,
he was an
beast.
All-American wide receiver at Notre Dame.
I came out with him, D-May.
Yeah, and he tells a story. Randy Moss was supposed to go to Notre Dame, and he was all set to go to Notre Dame. And Lou Holtz was the coach at Notre Dame, and all the receivers were messing up except for Derek. And Lou Holtz would ride around on a golf cart to each receiver and be like, Derek, don't worry, Randy's coming. I got help for you. Randy's coming.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
then go to another receiver who was messing up. He was like, Joe, drop that ball all you want. You're not going to be here. Randy's coming.
Yeah,
and he goes to the next one.
Just straight
and
up.
Lou Holtz was just so happy. He was like, I don't care what happened. Randy's coming. I mean, Randy never made it.
Never made it.
Never made it.
What happened? That trouble you got into?
Something happened, and then
He was supposed to go to
derailed
Miami, and then he got in trouble. Then
He ended
the
up Marshall.
weed. Huh?
Where you end up at Marshall, right?
Marshall. Yeah, he
Marshall.
ended up in Marshall for some issue, some reason.
But he would always say, Randy's coming. Don't worry. I got help for you, Derek. Randy's coming.
Oh, that's so good.
And he was a good basketball player, too.
Oh, insane.
you know who he played with?
Jason Williams.
Jason
White
White
chocolate.
Chocolate.
White chocolate.
Yep.
They respected him for healing too. You know, he had a bout with cancer, and he's back
Oh,
on
Randy.
air.
Yeah,
Randy,
yeah, that's
yeah. So we at that age, man. We at that where stuff is
Definitely
going
got
on.
yourself checked out.
Yeah, I've been having. How do I say this without being nasty? The last couple of weeks, looser stools than normal, and it got me thinking. Go to the doctor and check, you know, colon and all that stuff. Even though I just got it done last year, but you got to do it yearly now. And then, I mean, not lying. Every time something wrong with me to any degree, like if I start sweating right now, I'm like, damn, here we go. I'm 50.
Are you still doing
Ozempic?
Ozempic?
No. I'm just sexy and lean, and them girls can't stay off me no more. Got a little jump start from that little fat boy juice. Now it's rock. I can't go to Vegas no more. I come back different. My ego on full. I was like, girl, my wife was just like, it's just because you look like you somebody or got some money. I was like, what? Shut up. You look fine. That's why dude's talking to you. Why you got to just diminish my little, all I got is a little. I don't dress fresh.
Why you got to yuck my yum?
Yeah, exactly. Don't yuck my yum. My kids say that all
They
the time.
don't want
too.
somebody else to get you.
No, she know I don't
They
want
gotta
them
keep
girls.
you- they gotta keep
it
you-
ain't
keep-
a
keep
heifer
you low.
heathen out there. Even that girl in the red jumpsuit, and she was worthy. But I just know she's sick and psycho.
Headaches that come with it is what comes with it. That's not worth it.
Oh yeah, I know what I come with. You just said it. That's it. Like
be
I ain't
hot.
got nothing. I have no interest in. I'm like, shut up. I would imagine like a date. So hey, how you doing? Oh yeah, pull out the chair. Like a nice. Oh, ooh, you look amazing. First of all, I'm not gonna say that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
That ain't never gonna get you. That ain't gonna get him.
do all this shit.
That's a rookie move.
Yeah. So what's your favorite
You're
color?
so beautiful.
Yeah, you're so beautiful.
You look amazing today.
Yeah. I'm from the
Yeah.
land of wolves.
Yeah.
So I'm looking at her. I'm like, yeah.
You
so,
cool.
Yeah, yeah. So, so where you from? Oh yeah, I know so and so. Oh yeah, what you into? What do you do? Like, it's just all a setup to get to the same place every time a different way. That's that's what dating was to me. That's part of why I married my wife. I was like, man, I'm tired of these dumb motherfuckers. One of them can add, I'm marrying her. And I knew I was a fool, but I was like, I got tired of girls. I really got tired of girls dating other dudes that I knew.
I'm glad you cleaned up that sentence.
Why? I got tired of dudes?
I got tired of girls.
Oh.
and then you came back and finished it.
He called his boy, hey, you got that dude's number, Vegas? You still got that number?
I got
Check your
something to tell
phone,
you.
No, I saw her first.
He did say he wanted it first.
Bad.
Look up
Man,
2006.
Hey, the man muscles look different than them. Y'all ever seen it? All right, come on, man. Y'all gotta be honest. Like, especially Santa Monica Boulevard. You can it's impossible to escape.
West Hollywood. Too.
West Hollywood. Like, our kids go to school. Like, man, you be at a light and somebody walk by and
Nope.
you know where.
Nope.
It's going somewhere where we don't want it to
No,
go.
all right. You ever start your look and gaze at a place where it could be him or her? I don't know.
No pun intended.
I'm like this. I'm like,
gaze.
damn. Like, you looking, somebody got ankles like Dominique Wilkins ankles. Like, this motherfucker. You're like, damn, that girl, yo. Damn, that girl, yo. Wow.
You be looking
have
at
never-
you look
I
and
have.
you see Santa Monica.
Yeah, you better keep your head. No swivel on Santa Monica
you
Boulevard.
crazy.
I have gotten
Unless
caught.
you're Eddie Murphy.
I have double took whatever. Somebody was a boy. I've done that. Like,
I think that happens to everybody.
okay, I'm just on. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Like, oops. And then you be like,
That's how I feel if they got on too much makeup. Like if you like
Ooh,
see them
yeah.
just that got way too much makeup, I automatically think it's a guy. And it may not be a guy, but it's just like
you're like, yeah.
son, you hide or something.
Come
and
on.
I don't know.
That's some New York in you.
It might be, but
Come on.
I'd rather be safe than sorry. You know,
You be like, I don't know. But they be yoke. Like, then you be like, the
you
ones
got
that,
too much muscle, you a man.
yeah, the fitness ones. Like the ones that come out the gym, like, hey, how you doing? I'm like, whoa, whoa. Girls don't have that.
There's a video online that's viral, and I think it's in Colombia or something. And it's these two long-haired, tall women dancing around, and this table full of dudes just watching them and gawking. And the ladies are dancing around, and it gets to a point in the song where it goes rah rah rah, and one of the girls goes roar roar roar, and she forgets she's you know doing.
She's supposed to be.
And the guys are like,
Really?
What I thought you was about to say too.
she's like, oops.
Oh, she was trying to get him.
Oh yeah.
I thought you was about to say this. I just saw a video. It might have been 2 days ago on Instagram, and it's this tall woman, and she's in the club just like tonguing this dude down, right? They're like going at it, and then I think
I seen that.
it was like another guy right after, maybe like 30 seconds that was on her. The bartender was like, you know that's a man, right?
Whoa.
He's like, and the guy was like, he was so drunk, I don't even think it registered, but literally,
He
she
probably
was
heard
just
woman.
in there just lining them up, just
lining
going
them
down. And
up.
they so thirsty.
Knocking them down.
And I was like, but you couldn't really tell it was a man. Like, it looked like it was a woman, but that's what I'm telling you. It's dangerous.
These streets is, man.
You got her number?
I wasn't there. This was on Instagram.
What does that mean? Who hasn't done the Instagram hunt before and come up
I ain't
empty?
hunting for that.
Boy, I remember when it first, what did it come out? 07, 09? Boy, that Instagram hunt used to be fun, but boy, it's defeating when you get up and it's like blocked or private or whatever, they won't let you in. You're like, damn, I don't want to just holler like that. I'm like pre-DM, so I remember.
You had to put it in the comments.
Yeah, you had to like.
On an old picture. From like a picture from like
Somebody
a year
gets it.
ago.
I was like, what?
Yeah.
They're
Why,
like,
so
oh.
it wouldn't come up or something?
Yeah, because you have to do it like on the sneak. Like,
So
so
the
nobody, people don't
public-
really see it because nobody's scrolling all the way back to a year ago to look at some comments.
But the
Yep.
person whose picture of it,
They'll get notified right away.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
They see it, yeah.
Gotcha.
Damn, OG.
I know.
Paige
It
ain't,
was
hooked, Paige ain't hooked you,
way
ain't
before
showed you
DMs
nothing.
was a thing.
Paige ain't showed you nothing.
No, I don't want to see it.
She ain't get. He don't want to see his daughter.
She probably don't
doing
want
that.
you on there. Like,
Whose page?
His daughter.
You
Paige
not?
and Piper.
You don't follow her?
He don't even got
I don't have
Instagram.
it. My ex used to follow.
Do you ever just jump online and just check it out? No. Wow. You don't
You don't
care.
want to see
Well,
what your
first
daughter's
of all,
doing.
with most of that stuff, you can't even see anything if you don't have an account. Like you can't play video.
But I think that's what he's asking.
No, yeah. But
Why don't you have an account?
Yeah, or if she's not private, you can still eavesdrop and just look at her stuff.
Oh yeah, no, my ex, she used to do all that.
Yeah.
I just never.
didn't
You know, I don't like Mark Zuckerberg and I don't like Musk.
Oh, it's deeper than gotcha.
I don't want.
Do you like your daughter?
Hey,
I would want at least every once in a while see what she's doing.
thank God.
I don't care about them either.
Thank God Mark and them don't own none of them dating websites, cause she.
I know. What if he owns? What is your site?
Tender.
Yeah, cause she.
I wouldn't
Thank God.
be on it.
Tender and
Thank God
Hinge.
they don't own none of them.
Oh, so hold on.
Unc still be on them.
I like that. I like he's principle based. Like I'm not like that.
Christian Mingle.
Hey, that might be freakier than Hinged.
It might be.
Because all the church girls used to be freaks.
Oh yeah, but
Yeah.
that first date you gotta fake it.
Look, he done did it before.
Yeah. I never did this before.
right.
30 minutes
I don't
later,
usually do that.
throat God.
I know. Who hasn't heard that? Who hasn't heard I usually don't do this?
And then they do it.
And then they do it.
Every
but
time.
But what's their comeback to us?
First time, every time.
What is one thing that we all have said and they were like, mm-hmm. It's the same thing. It's just a flip.
It never happened.
Nope.
I never came off it. Everybody that use that line.
I think I got one that's even more used than that.
Let me put the tip in.
Yes.
Just
Let me
the
put
tip.
that too.
Just the tip.
Just Q-tip, baby. It's a
I promise.
I'm on a quest to put the Q-tip.
That's where it
Push
all
it
begins.
along. Push it along.
Once you there, you there.
Yeah.
Oh man, stop playing with me. All
That's a
right.
good one.
What?
It is. And then they got on game and, but they still do it.
Yeah. Yep.
Oh man, don't go to church. That's a lot. What we gotta talk about? We gotta talk about this. I think I should apologize. I think maybe somebody else in here needs to apologize. Who you think is playing better in the WNBA? Caitlin Clark or Angel Reese?
This year, Angel Reese is playing better.
Yeah, it's tricky. Yeah.
Right now,
She balling.
Is she eating, dog? She balling out of control right now. And lately, I mean, look, Caitlin Clark missed so many games, injured. I think she's only had like one really full healthy game, some are saying. But, all right, so Angel Reese eating like she having 16, 17, and 6 games right now. She going crazy. First woman to have 15, 5 straight games. First woman to have 15 plus rebounds, multiple games. Like she's setting all these WNBA records. But the narrative still is, the WNBA voting came out, and then Caitlin Clark was voted the ninth best. Mm-hmm. She wasn't one of the top 4 guards in both conferences, so that means you ninth at best. Oh, y'all jealous and hate and all that. And even I am like saying that. Then I had to crunch these numbers. Mm-hmm. If Caitlin Clark don't stop turning that ball over, I mean, her turnovers are insane. She's worse in 3-point shooting this year. She's worse in her regular field goal percentage this year.
Far.
Yes, she's shooting 29%. Turnovers are crazy. Rebounds are down. Only thing up is assists. And her free throw percentage is down.
Not only that, her team is winning without her.
Yeah, and one of the analysts said that, which they said about men before too. If you ball dominant, then all of a sudden everybody start passing the ball. They be like, oh, they look better without them. Like you can say that. She got killed, crucified. So my thing is, I had to apologize to Angel Reese. Now, my reasons of not liking Angel Reese are really not basketball. Because I like rebounds. Like, I look at rebounds, I respect it much more than I think maybe the average bear. I'm like, damn, Ben Wallace and Rodman, that shit dope. But her personality is more what.
Did you say Bill Maher? What?
Oh, Ben Wallace.
Ben Wallace. Yeah.
Oh, Ben Wallace.
Ben Wallace.
Oh,
yeah.
oh.
No, I said it wrong. Ben Wallace. I make that N a W. Ben Wallace. But I'm more off on the. Yeah, he's
Sleep.
okay. Everybody who sits here
Ben
goes
Wallace.
to sleep and just say,
Ben
I'm not.
Wallace.
Hey,
Ben Wallace.
just say it. My couch is
Ben
comfortable.
Wallace, that you just said.
That couch is trouble.
That couch is trouble. Just been on there before like this.
No, just always.
See? You be sleep too.
Plus it's hot.
Sometimes.
Plus it's hot. Oh, there go that old man. He said it's hot. You hot?
Y'all ain't hot?
No.
That's that menopause.
That's you going through hot flashes.
It's not as cold as it's usually.
You got wet stools too. loose stool ass, hot flash ass, menopause ass, old ass man. So I just want to apologize for Angel Reese for any way that I have covered her, because
Look at the camera and make it real, man.
I could do that live. Angel Reese is the best basketball player ever. See, I'm a good liar. Nah, Angel. I don't know, dog. I still don't like.
Lead with your weakness.
Lead with weakness. Angel Reese, I apologize for thinking that you weren't balling like you balling. Giving Caitlin Clark way too much juice, even though she carries the whole league, but that's giving her too much weight in this moment. You are doing your thing, and I'm glad you're an all-star once again. All right. Now, I don't want my daughters.
Weak.
We said
all the extras.
I know.
Weak.
Because I got 2 daughters.
Hey, Angel, he apologized.
No, I do apologize. But that don't mean I gotta like her.
He wants his
She
daughters
put up
to
like
meet you.
24 and 17 the other day.
Eating, I love that. I love the game.
But as Justin always says, both things can be true.
Yes.
We were on her head when she was playing like shit.
Yeah.
And was acting like she was playing great. And then we said, okay, let's get off of Angel Reese. Maybe there's other stuff to it. Or remember we were like, listen, let's support Angel Reese.
Yeah.
And she's playing better, not because of our support, but she's growing into her game and maybe developing things that she wasn't developing before.
She hears the voices for sure.
She got to.
And I think that's forcing her to do it because she's like the whole me bound thing. You see how she trademarked that? So she hears the people talking about how your numbers are like this because of how bad you are, like in regards to the rebounds.
And that's the only thing. No, there's 2 things.
Missing
If you're
layups.
Angel Reese, you have a beautiful existence. One, you're beautiful as a person. Like, looking at her, she's just fine. Big old tall, 6'3". Come on, she can't go nowhere. Imagine her walking by you, her thigh by your ear, and you're like, what the fuck? She's amazing, right? So, but then there's 2 things. One, the game. Like, people were talking about your game. Like, the reason we know you is because you play basketball. And let's just say you don't know how to play basketball that well. So that hurts. And the other thing is, which is, I don't know if she cares about or wants to control or not. She's unapologetic. So, those types usually struggle with big global conversations. Dudes want to holler at you on it. Cass to be like, man, she's too much. You got to deal with the too much conversation, which doesn't mean she is, but for some people's taste. She fixed one of them because she balling right now. She like, y'all ain't going to be talking about my game, and I'm going to be unapologetic. All them endorsements she got, she big time. She's huge time. And it's good to see. I want her because I want Caitlin, Juju, Angel, whoever to get this money up in this game. That's what I want.
But that also part of what you just said plays into a conversation we had months ago. And you was like, you think fate, and you just kind of said, you said Caitlin is carrying the league.
Yeah.
I don't think it's solely Caitlin. I think it's literally 50-50. I think they both carry the league, but in 2 completely different ways. I feel like Caitlin carries it on the level of the athlete. Like, she's the more talented player on the court. Like, you see it on the court.
Yeah.
But I think off the court, Angel is more of a name. Like, she's a face, and her branding brings a lot of attention to the WNBA.
Okay.
Because she's doing deals with McDonald's and all of the stuff. Like, if you didn't watch the WNBA, like most don't, if you see this woman on a billboard at McDonald's saying this is her sandwich, it automatically makes you wonder, who is she? So she brings eyes and attention from a whole different perspective.
Well, can we go here? Because I think my vantage point is, all right, the old saying, life's a sandwich. No matter how you flip it, the bread comes first. And Caitlin Clark, when she missed all them games, viewership, 55% viewership, attendance. Like, the games used to have to get moved to the big arena. Then she didn't play. They were like
to the high school,
and not even selling the high school.
Back to the Y.
Yeah,
game about to start out back.
Yeah, like if you look at all the top games ever, it's like the amazing stat for the NFL. Last year, the NFL, of the top 100 TV audiences, top 100, the NFL had 93.
Right.
Jesus. So, like, Caitlin Clark, WNBA ratings, top 10 ratings all time. I think like 8 of them got Caitlin Clark in it. Like, she playing. So I don't know who else. Or, so it's like, you're right, because it's like, it's bringing a casual to the game because I saw her on the billboard. Oh, she cute. Oh, I heard her on the podcast. Like, she's famous. But Kaylin does something else, man. And that's the driving force. It's like, who puts meat in seats?
Yes. Well, he's talking about a woman.
Freaky
but here's
show
the thing.
today.
I feel like nobody's watching the people who watch for Caitlin Clark is because they're already into like basketball or into the WNBA.
Ooh, they're going to light you up for saying that.
I mean,
you don't see a lot of people. She brought me along. You think
but you are in the sports. I'm saying
not WNBA.
Right, but you're in the world of sports. Like
Yeah.
for somebody like who doesn't watch sports at all, if they see that billboard with Angel Reese or they see Angel Reese at the whatchamacallit, the Met Gala and all of this stuff, I think she brings a whole set of eyes of people who are not in the sports at all.
Okay,
that
so let's
now bring
agree.
up.
She's bringing them.
No,
She
we
just ain't
saying-
bringing as many. It's
Yeah,
some
I mean,
reason,
it could be a slight difference, but I think she does bring a lot of attention to the WNBA also.
you know how rappers be famous but not rich a lot of times?
Yeah.
It's almost like Angel Reese is like really popular, but when it comes to moving the needle for that game, it's really the other one. It's Caitlin Clark who moves the whole needle regardless of how she plays. And then Angel's just like well known. Imagine the league if Caitlin Clark wasn't there and it was just Angel Reese. Okay. Now imagine the league if it was just Caitlin Clark and no Angel Reese. You can see that one still rolling. Like, right? Like that's the weird thing.
Toss up, yeah.
Yeah.
Because I think they go
I think
so
it'll
much
still
hand
be
in hand.
rolling, but it might be Caitlin Clark will have him rolling a little bit more.
Yeah,
than
yeah.
Angel. I think Angel will still keep it going a little bit if it was just her.
I think a lot of the attention on
want
Caitlin
to.
Clark is as good of a player it is. So many people tune into her because of their dislike for Angel Reese. Like how
See how that beef going?
yeah, it's like
Yeah.
they cheer for her more because they don't want to see Angel Reese do
You
well.
gotta look at it
Yep.
and get the elephant out the room. More white people are going to come because of Caitlin Clark. More white people hate Angel Reese and hate that style. So that's going to get more support.
Style of play or personality?
Personality.
Style?
My bad. There you go. Thanks for clearing that up for me.
Yeah,
Yeah, personality wise. And if you look at it, the people that got the money and the means to go to these games are white, and we gotta look at it like that. So that's the more people that are coming to support. That's why Caitlin Clark is really keeping this thing going.
So that makes me think of like Floyd. Floyd is arguably greatest boxer of all time. A lot of people like Floyd, but then if you go to his fights, and I think he even said this once, the reason why he was so popular and people would come to see him so much is not because they wanted to see him win. They wanted to see him lose.
Somebody
like
else
it was
come get
people
him.
really they were cheering against him.
Love to hate me.
But they selling out. Like
Yeah.
them stands is full of people.
Yeah.
Just to see him lose. So I think kind of that plays into the Caitlin Clark thing. Like she's great. But a lot of this noise is because it's the dislike for Angel. Like they want to.
Well, the big difference in that is that Caitlin Clark doesn't play Angel Reese every time she goes out on the court.
No, she doesn't.
And she's selling out all
She
over the
sell
place.
everywhere she goes. Midas touch.
Right.
I think
but
the-
it's a support system.
The
is what
thing
I'm
about Angel Reese is now that she's scoring more points, she'll get more attention. People like points.
Yeah.
People don't go to games to see
Watch a
Dennis
rebound.
They
Rodman.
don't want to see the rebounds.
Yeah,
Yeah. I see you, Robin. Move on. There's Jordan. You know what I mean? Like,
Right.
chill.
Let him through.
Yeah, let him through. Yeah.
She should average 30 a game.
Angel's ascension isn't turning into wins for her team.
That part.
The Fire is just they're not good for
Yeah.
whatever reason.
Yeah.
And
'Cause you need a guard.
Indiana
You need a
is
good guard.
Indiana was a terrible team. They got Boston and they got Clark, and now they're
They're rolling.
they're
Well, they
rolling.
got two of the best players.
But
so that's going to
they're
happen.
both very young though too.
I know, but that doesn't really change in the WNBA. It's like Candace Parker came in as a rookie, won Rookie of the Year and MVP in the same year.
Yeah.
That shows you that the level between going to the WNBA and college is not that
But that's
much of a
also
difference.
Candace Parker.
That's
Yeah,
all I'm about to
but
say.
we could-
That's all I'm about to say.
Best to ever do
Haka.
it.
But
Yeah.
Caitlin
And a
Clark,
goddess.
Caitlin
Oh my
Clark
God.
walked in and did the
One
same
of the
thing.
finest women walking the planet.
Oh.
There's a bunch of WNBA players that
Love
literally
her.
walked into the league and put up the same numbers and things that they was doing in college. Like that, the skill level is not like a rookie in the NBA coming out of college. There's a huge difference.
Yeah.
Like look, like Caitlin Clark came in balling.
Yeah, she did. Almost 20 points a game, 19. Just like LeBron, his rookie year, 19.
Yeah.
The GOAT. God, like, let's get back to Candace Parker. Just, goodness.
Just
She got them
Man.
Kenny Smith knees now though.
Huh?
She got them Kenny Smith knees. I don't know what happened.
Oh, you ain't gonna mess up my image. No,
Them joints is like that.
She's 6'5",
Yeah.
and every time I see her, I just be like, man, I love you. She's
Oh my
so
God.
fresh.
She's so fine.
I remember she married the dude that she divorced to now.
What's his name? That went to Duke.
Mashawn, Sheldon Richards, Sheldon Williams, Sheldon Richards.
It's something. It's Sheldon.
Sheldon.
I know what you're talking about. I can't remember his name.
I was mad. I was like in my like fantasy BS world I lived in. I was like, cause I'm in the league. I could do something. I don't know when it happened. I was like,
Yeah, his career wasn't that long either. I mean, he played some years.
that means she a good person. Good people, like they live, you know.
I don't even remember him playing in the league.
No, he
I
played.
remember him at Duke, but I don't
No,
remember him
he
in the
got
league.
drafted. He played a couple years.
Yeah, she remarried now
To a woman.
to a woman. I was like, well,
How do you
makes me
feel about
better.
that? I was going
I
to say,
feel
how does it
better.
make you feel as the husband?
Yeah. She was just looking at Sheldon like, well, my last ditch effort. You see, my last hurrah.
Didn't they have a kid though?
Who?
Yeah, they have a daughter.
Yeah, that might have
They
been
got
why
two.
too.
I think they got two.
Yeah, that might have
they
been
got
why
one.
too. Now I just got
One
the kids.
daughter.
Like, let me go live my life I want to live.
Oh, huh. She got her. What is that?
We go be free.
LeVar Ball.
Or
She-
dealing
she-
with you made me realize I don't want to
It
deal
might
with
be
that.
that
I
dude.
think she bred them. I know them big ass babies gonna be balling. Dog, we saw somebody who we saw breeding this weekend. We was cracking. Oh yes, this dude was like 6'8", like almost like he looked like an old tackle, but he played basketball. They said, and you know you could tell somebody in shape because they ain't got that little flap, that little fat flap. I got that fat flap, like that little roll, like your right there. He ain't had that. And he huge, 6'8", like 3 something, like tattoos everywhere. And then it was this little girl right next to him, and this big old girl that was like 6'3" or something. Beautiful blonde girl. So I'm just saying, this is what I do at parties. This is why I'm glad I'm married, because I waste all my time imagining how people really are instead of just talking to them. So I'm looking, I'm like, damn. I was like, damn, they're gonna have the biggest baby ever. That shit gonna be amazing. Talk to the dude, and then was, oh, what's up, buddy? You know, I hate when I do that too. I was like, what's up, man? And he coming in extra hot with the spicy ass handshake.
Yeah.
I said, man, first of all, my fingers are
Trying to
crooked.
break your thumb.
Yeah. Oh, he was like, how you
hate
doing,
when they
big
do
dog?
that.
I was like, I was like this. Oh shit. Like that hurt. So then I'm looking at him, but then I'm looking at her, and I'm like, yo. I was like, and she pretty. I was like, yo. I said, ooh. He said, oh no, that's not my girl. That's her sister, or something. I was like, sister. I was like, well. He said, yeah. That's. I said, I just met this dude. I was like, man.
Like, you chose wrong.
You messed up the whole
what you
thing.
doing?
And then I wanted to say this, and I should have said that. I was like, I told Jabari there. I was like, I know he ain't gonna admit this, but he met her first, and then she was like, "Oh, my sister's coming."
We all been there.
We all been there, right? Like, oh, should have been a little more patient, cause that's woo. I do not deny it. I'm into I like breeding. Like, I looked at Anna Maria. I was like, yeah, you Nigerian, you 5'10", that's good enough. You all right? We could do something with this. You know what I'm saying? My mama was 6'1". Yeah, we gonna mix
Mom
this up.
was 6'1".
My mama was gigantic. That's why I ain't scared of none of y'all. My mama will whoop y'all ass.
What's your father was like 6'4"?
6'3". He want to claim 6'4". I said, sit down, little man.
I mean, 20 years ago he probably was 6'4".
Yeah, shit. And now
You know,
he's
you get
4'8".
older, you start shrinking.
He's little now.
Was that 6'3" in shoes, or was that a real 6'3"?
No, he was 6'3". Every day I would come home, you know that age, puberty age. Oh, that's my old, my 6-year-old. She coming here gangbanging. I'm saying, I would come home and just measure. And I mean, this is like rite of passage. I'm like, dang, daddy, I'm almost at your shoulder. Then you're in his neck. Then you're in his ear. And I'm like, I'm coming.
Stop. It's happening to me now.
Yeah, that's my daddy.
Damn it.
I'm in his neck.
Donald keeps sizing me up every time he comes stand next to me. Shit.
That's the best.
I
Put your
just
hair
realized
He
for the
about
first
to
time.
have you, DP.
Oh, he gonna pass you.
Watch out, Unc.
I just realized today that you taller than him. I always thought DP was taller than you.
Oh, really?
Oh, I'm taller than him.
No, you're
I
not.
thought so until today. I
No,
saw
I'm
y'all
taller
standing
than him.
next
No,
to
you're
each
not.
other.
I'm taller.
Your hip flexor's tight. Something.
I'm taller than him.
No, you're not.
6'3".
You are 6.
I'm 6'5".
You are not 6'5".
He's not 6'4".
Richie.
He always says he's 6'4".
I'm
but
6'4" and a quarter.
I'm 6'5".
You bigger than 6'4".
Maybe these shoes that I want to
them
promote.
you was
when I
definitely-
do
Them
that.
astronaut
definitely
shoes. Them
taller than
astronaut
him
shoes
today.
he got on.
Oh yeah, he got on some Jordan flip flops, and I got on these.
Yeah, I was rushing today.
Look at the heel on these suckers.
Look at them things.
Oh,
yeah,
Please don't sit like that again. Thank you. Oh, come on. This guy's crazy. Come on.
No wonder he went to Santa Monica as a topic.
All of this.
He's still
Hang
thinking
around Uncle
Vegas.
Gloria too much.
No, ain't nothing funnier than the awkwardness of like testing somebody like
He's still
that.
thinking in Vegas.
I know.
That's why he ain't
That's
invite
why. That's what
nobody.
that girl like.
He wanted
That's that
he
girl
wanted to be
Vegas
free.
like he doing a
He
couple
went back
years
to
ago.
that old
I
hotel.
went back to Lucky Star.
Lucky
Yeah.
Star.
He wanted to be free out there.
Oh man, it's just I'm oversaturated
Free
with
like
seeing
Denise
booty.
Williams.
just booties everywhere. You go to them pool parties, it's like, what are we doing here? Like, because it's always the people
one
that
were
get
you
in
at?
the water.
Which one?
Towel Beach Club. So it's the ones that get in the water, which like those are the ones they bout it, like because they in the water.
They turning up.
Yeah, they turn it up. And then it's the ones that hover around with the nice swimsuits, you know, got the nice tank top. That's me. I'm like, I ain't getting into pee-pee water with y'all. And then
That's my girl. My
It
girl
do be
like that.
500 people in the pool.
and no bathroom line.
Ain't enough chlorine in there to save this.
I told my kids on Father's Day, I said, Father's Day, y'all was in the pool. I said, not one of y'all motherfuckers got out to take a piss break.
Not a single
I said,
solid.
next day they got a pool. I said, don't piss in my pool today. Not one of them.
You can tell that every time you go to a pool party or even just a hotel pool, cats be in there for 8 hours, 10 hours, drinking, eating.
Me and my girl witnessed it. We sitting there by the pool. We saw a dude get in there, sat down on the step, couple seconds, then got right back out, went lay back down on the shit.
Yeah, that's the bathroom.
I'm like, oh yeah, he just
I ain't
went
feel
there.
like walking.
Or if
That's
somebody's
what he
in a
did.
group and they walk away from their group in the pool.
Oh yeah. I'll
You
be
know
right
they're
back.
going to pee.
Yeah, you're going to pee. Remember they said they had that tracer, the blue, that when you
Yeah.
peed in the pool, it would show blue.
I saw a little
seen that?
video. I saw a video where a dude did it at his pool party at his house, and he stood on his balcony, and his best friend, first one to lose, and came running down. It was so hilarious.
I pee in every pool I go in, so like.
Man, do you?
I hate when it's like every time we watch
I don't-
commercials, it's
I
like
don't do
1
that.
in 3 men, and then no dudes say they do it. I'm like, no, 1 in 3 do it. 1 in 4 men pee in pools.
And there's the one right there. I know you do it though, because as many times you go to the bathroom, there's no way you're gonna keep getting.
There's
out of
no
it.
way.
With
I'm
me,
not
I
even
don't
thinking
do that.
about it. I used to pee in my equipment if in a game, like especially a
I
rainy
heard that
game.
was a common thing though.
Yeah, if it's raining, oh, it's wet.
My guard used to do that. I'm like, bro, he come sit down on the bench. I put 2 towels in between us. Like, that shit is not squishing down on me. You know, he sit down, it's wet, them metal benches. I put 2 towels in between.
That's so nasty.
And one time, and I ain't gonna lie, one time I was in my stance,
Oh God.
and it was like right before the quarterback said hut, and I ripped one.
Nobody heard it.
Everybody heard it. Everybody heard it. Man, we busting up back in the huddle. We got that first down though. We was busting up. It was like that.
little
I was
boost.
like, yeah, that was me. That was me.
That little air boost.
Little jet
You
pack.
know, you take that energy drink before the game. You know,
Oh,
we put
yeah.
that, I forgot what it was called. I'm double scooping that thing,
Oh yeah.
shaking that water up. Let us not get the ball first. I'll be on the sideline like this.
Pre-Celsius.
I'll be on the sideline like this, shaking.
ephedrine?
If we ain't get the ball first, I'll be on the sideline
ephedrine.
shaking. I'll be on the sideline shaking. If we ain't get the ball first, like
Dog. I used to take that
Jitter.
mix.
whatever, you double it up, yeah.
And I messed up this one game. I forget the game, and I don't even know how I played. I had some injury, so I took the pills, the hydrocodone. So them big old horse pill. That's the one that everyone gets hooked on. Vicodin. So I took a Vicodin with the premix, and then I was listening to Mystical, and I'm not lying. The game, I was like,
Shaking that ass.
and I'm like, I'm hyping to get, and then I'm not lying, y'all. The game, like, you know, it's time to start the game instead of the cloud of smoke is gone and we done with the tunnel, and everybody was moving like this, ding, like spinning and waving. And I was like, I'm dizzy. I'm like, I'm about to play a game and I'm dizzy. I played, but I don't remember jack. I was too hyped. Them chemicals don't mix.
Nah, I remember my leg was shaking. I'm like, we didn't get the ball first. I'm over there just looking at the thing like, I need to hit somebody. Though. Like,
Jitters.
Psycho.
That's why they banned that shit.
yeah. We used to double scoop it too. We say,
I used to put it in my coffee.
Oh, see? That's bad.
And then just go to the gym and go crazy.
Let's
and
go.
I didn't realize it was bad for me I'd be in the gym for 4 hours and not be tired.
Oh no, some of them white boys go at halftime doing. I'm not doing it again at halftime.
Doing it again.
They'll pour another one at halftime.
Charge up.
I'm like, oh nah, they're not that serious. They give me shit.
You end up having a heart attack.
Remember, they could have called it Rip Fuel.
Rip Fuel, that's one. Yep. That's probably what it was called.
Yep.
Hell yeah.
There was one that was a pill. I can't remember the name, but it got banned too.
All of them be getting banned. Your heart ain't supposed to feel like that.
It was a fat burner. And I can't remember the
That's
name.
what Rip Fuel was.
Rip
It
Fuel.
was a fat
It
burner.
was a fat burner too.
And it would burn. I mean, you would.
But them things
you
work.
start sweating as soon as you take it.
Start melting it off of you.
Hell yeah. I like that. You know TJ? Who's Miss Donna? You know TJ.
TJ, hush my mama.
That's my mama.
No, when Marshall was trying to say his name on that mic'd up thing, that shit be killing me.
He couldn't do it.
Oh, you ever seen that mic'd up when Marshall was playing Seattle? They was playing Cincinnati. They said his name, and he on the sideline sitting next to somebody, and he said, "Who's your mama?" Who's me? He started saying a whole bunch of different ones. I was just dying laughing.
Oh man.
Every time I hear that, I remember that. But yeah, TJ cool. He cool folks.
Cool people. Crazy though. He crazy. He a good
From the
parent.
city.
Yeah, he crazy. He been through a lot. His
from LA?
stories. Yeah, he from LA. He got a story. I'm gonna have to let him tell it. It's insane. But we saw each other, and he's also spoke on Shedeur. He said somebody was telling him that Shedeur is behind everybody in the depth chart. Now, at this time, if you his agent or you Pops Prime, and your son dead last on the depth chart, fifth round pick, and we got a third round pick at your same position. Where you gonna get reps to jump to a point where most teams only carry 2 quarterbacks until they need, right? The emergency,
Well,
maybe.
a lot of quarterbacks lately have been carrying 3. Baltimore
okay, 3.
carried 3 this year. So
Yeah.
that might happen. A lot of teams are carrying 3, and then with the way this new practice squad is going, it might. Is it a bad look? With the way the new practice squad is going, they can pull you up quick. You still making some
And
good
you still
money
make the
now.
money. Yeah.
I mean, compared to when I was making practice squad, shit. That check was gone before the next check was coming. Like, you feel what I'm saying? So
How much were y'all making back then? What was the max?
I think it was like
70s?
4,000.
4,000 a game?
Every 2 weeks, I think.
Oh, don't say every 2 weeks, because that's like
It might have been every
34,000.
game. It
Yeah, I
might
hope
have
it's
been
every
every
game.
game.
17 games.
I only did it for 4 weeks, so that's why thank God. Thank God Tampa called me.
No, that's real. Yeah, that's tough. What you thinking, man? Because that's your boy.
I think they just got to stay low and just do the work, because you don't know how it's going to play out. And he don't have much leverage, because clearly, even though I feel like he should have got picked higher, like a lot of people, he didn't.
He did not.
So, and supposedly he got picked like this because the relationship, like the owner wanted him, So
You believe that?
I don't know. I mean, that's just what's out there.
Was he
you know?
owning the team in the first round? Second
Yeah,
round?
right.
Third round?
I think it was like
Fourth round?
we're gonna take. So I think the earlier rounds was the coach and the
Yeah.
GM, and that's who they wanted. And then he probably stepped in like.
Yeah.
But
Y'all
you
not
gotta
gonna grab-
understand, and Marcel, you can help me with this. It's hard to make and earn a spot being somewhere where you ain't wanted.
Oh.
Especially if the coach don't want you.
That's what I'm talking about. The owner can want you all you want, but the coaching staff ain't all in on you. It's hard for you to be able to come up from the
Oh, they
bottom
on
and
your
get to the
head,
top.
bro.
Because if you coming from the bottom, you like when I got to Tampa being a free agent, like I was cool with everybody, but shit, I'm showing signs. So they're loving me, they're giving me opportunities. If you already going in there with a bad taste in your mouth, like, we don't want him. The coach might not. Hey, I'm gonna give him an extra jewel than I'm gonna give him. It's tough like that.
Because it's real people. Coaches are real people.
I agree with you. Here's the flip side to that. Let's say the coach don't like you, but the owner loves you, and the coach is giving everybody else a shot, but not you, because he likes those guys more, and they're stinking it up, and he's still fighting to not put you in. Now that might cost that coach his job, because the owner's sitting there like, hey, I got him, and he's seeing that you're not trying to play him.
Yeah.
He might want to get you out of there.
Who you're supporting as a coach better work out.
Right.
Because if you're going to override the owner, it better work. Because if it doesn't,
Yeah, if they're losing and he's doing that, you're definitely right.
yeah. It's
mean,
tough.
That's what I say. He just got to
The
sit
head
quiet.
coach is on a hot seat anyway because of the whole Deshaun
Yes, he
Watson
is.
thing. So he's very much so on a.
That's why I say he just got to
Like
sit.
you paying
low.
a quarterback over 30-something million a year, and you just drafted 2 quarterbacks. Like
40, 50, yeah. Guaranteed 230.
But he out for the year, too.
And he out for the year. So,
Yeah.
I am really excited to see how many reps he gets and how important are those reps. Because even if he goes in the game, he balls out, it's the fourth stringers. You know what they're going to say. It's the fourth stringers. Mm-hmm. So then you put them in on the third stringers, but then that means the guys at the top either got to – Joe Flacco probably doesn't do much in the preseason, too old. Gabriel, Pickett, they got to start messing up. It's like, and that's what's so crazy about teams. You got to start, one, if you should do a rooting against him. You can't say this, and Shedeur, don't say it. I got you. You going to root against him and root against him. Because if they don't mess up, you can't pass them up. Mm-hmm. And then not only do you got to root against them and wait for them to mess up, you got to ball out. But then you only get this many times to ball out. Man, that's a hard proposition, man. That's tough.
I don't really put Pickett too much in this conversation. I know they traded for him, but I feel like they traded for him because they didn't know they was going to be able to get two good rookie quarterbacks. So I think that was like their insurance because they went for him first. Yeah, because now you get to the draft and you don't get the quarterbacks you want, then at least you already made this trade.
Right.
Now that they got two good guys, do they really need Pickett like that? I mean, they'll put him out there to see how he does.
Yeah.
But I don't think that's really their main option.
Well, the only thing that reminds me of this, and there's probably many more instances, remember in Seattle got like Matt Flynn and paid him. And then they drafted Russell Wilson in the third round and never played Matt Flynn. They was like, whoa. And third round is still way different money, class, respect than even fifth round. Fifth round is almost the beginning of the end. Like, it's worse. Because sixth and seventh rounders obviously are worse than that, but fifth round's bad too because they drafted third round in front of you, and more importantly, it ain't enough money for what we care. We can just get rid of you. We don't care about your money. Fifth, sixth, seventh round, they don't care about it. You know what's better than all of those rounds? Undrafted. Because undrafted, if he went undrafted, he wouldn't have went to Cleveland.
Yeah, he could go where you want.
He would have go where he want. He would. When I say never went to Cleveland right. Because of Cleveland's rep and what they did to Baker Mayfield, what they're going on with Deshaun, all them quarterbacks. And, dog, they got 4 dudes that by the books, and this is what's crazy. Tell me if you've been in these meetings before. I remember when they was to have, so the owner will be there with the team president, the GM, and then the financial cap guy, and then you have the medical staff. That's how they kind of meet. And then they'd be like this, Justin, Just Blaze. Oh, I like Just Blaze, man. Good locker room guy. Okay, cool. Weight room guy. Someone, yeah, he works hard always. He's invested. Medical guy be like, man, he always in there hurt. And then somebody, like, they do that. What can they say for Shedeur that's going to be enough to keep him in front of 2 to 3 other guys? That's gangster.
I think for Shedeur, it's not really going to be the coaching staff. It's going to be ownership because he's the moneymaker. Like, if you look at anything that Shedeur is on, the numbers are through the roof. And from the ownership standpoint, you paying him. He's probably already made them what they're paying him.
Yes.
Just in like.
There's a rev share model, though. So, like, let's be accurate in how much one owner cares about this star on my team.
They gonna change.
But, I mean, you want it. It's a good problem to have.
Let's say jersey sales.
That gets shared. That's
and if he let's say he's even inactive, he'll be on the sideline inactive. How many times the camera gonna be on him during the game?
Oh, it's gonna be worse than Taylor Swift.
If he's on practice squad, some teams have the practice squad guys watch the game from the box or not even come to the game.
But he has to. Doesn't he have to clear? He has to clear the whole league.
Yeah. I'm just saying this happens.
Okay. But I say he
they
might not make
change
practice
it
squad.
to where practice squad guys on the sideline now. So they got a camera on who?
Shedeur.
Are they gonna have a camera in the box where they sitting at?
That's advertising.
They gonna find them.
Taylor Swift. Here we
TV
go.
deals, you make more money, more viewers. I'm going to watch Browns game this year, and I don't never watch Browns game. So
if he's a backup and number 2, people are going to watch it just hoping that something happens or
so that he can
hoping
get in.
the guy does bad. Every little thing the star quarterback does wrong, if he's a backup, they're going to be Shedeur should be in, Shedeur should be in, Shedeur should be in. Because they don't have a big name, solidified quarterback right now. Pickens or the guy from Oregon.
Dillon Gabriel. Yeah. You signing up for that?
And that's why I think he's going to move up because I don't know if they're ready for that. They're going to get scrutinized.
Who? The
Pickett,
quarterback?
Yeah.
Oh,
Like
Gabriel's
Pickett and
more.
Gabriel?
I think Gabriel's more suited for it. One, he's older.
Yeah.
Two, he switched schools. Three, he balled out. Like, we see, this is the tough thing with Shedeur. We always think about Deion somehow. And we always think Shedeur can deal with it because his daddy is Deion. But that's what his daddy's mistake was, thinking he was him. Like, I don't know what Shedeur going to do. You had the #1 player in college football last year, maybe in the recent times, dual threat. When the going gets tough, like in the NFL, when you're on a sorry team, you in trouble, dog. Sorry is sorry.
I mean, he made the other receivers look good too.
Oh, yeah. Because, I mean, look, like what we said about Moss. What did Moss do for Chris Carter? I'm sure it helped. Like, you had Travis damn Hunter out there. I'm not rooting against you. I'm just giving it to you like real evidence. Like, when you bad in NFL, it ain't college bad. It ain't even college suspect. You can't do nothing. Like, if y'all not good, because Cleveland, they lost Nick Chubb. They ain't bringing him back, they said. You got all these quarterbacks on your payroll. The O-line is suspect. He's used to that. But NFL, and you know the NFL is such a slower game. It's so much more cerebral. Like, they exploit you in a different way. The scores don't always say it because you get bigger blowouts in college just because some kids shouldn't even be out there. Some schools shouldn't be out there. But Cleveland could be sorry. And then if they sorry, do you want to be the reason they sorry? Because he a 5th rounder. He ain't got 3 strikes. He got 1 strike, typically.
Yeah, I mean, I think everybody expects Cleveland to be sorry.
That's what I'm saying. So do you want to be the leader of the sorry?
Well, he don't have to be the leader per
He
se
is.
now.
He's the
I'm
quarterback.
saying that he has 3 other guys in front of him. But if
Okay,
you just say
gotcha.
the 2, Pickett and Gabriel, they have a pressure on them now this year that they probably didn't have on them before.
Yeah.
Because they was always the guy. And, Gabriel was the guy.
not Pickett.
Gabriel was the guy
Yeah,
in college.
Gabriel,
Even if he
yeah.
switched school, he was still he switched because he knew he was going to be the guy.
Be the guy.
And then Pickett got traded there thinking that,
It's going to be good.
Yeah. But now, every game they play, you have a whole fan base of people who's sitting there hoping that you mess up.
Hoping.
Yeah, and that's a different type
Even
of
the
pressure.
haters want him.
Yeah.
Everybody wants Shedeur to get it for
I want to see him on the field.
be captivating for the entertainment value.
Because now Shedeur looks like the hero in the sense of the fact where everybody feel like he got done dirty.
Yeah.
He was the villain at first.
Yep.
But now he's like,
The
you
villain.
always want to see the
When
loser.
he was legendary, he was the villain.
Right.
And now that he just 5th round.
It's like,
I saw something that gave me a little pause for concern about Shedeur the other day. I saw a Canadian team made a deal for his rights.
I saw that too.
And I was like, oh.
Yeah, that's what they do. They get the big names early, and they're like, look, if you ever want to come up here, we got you, but you got to go here. So obviously Doug Flutie was part of that, my teammate. Not Cam Ward. What's his name? The old D lineman that played in Miami. Sick. He was a Canadian player. They grabbed his rights. There's some other big names that they grabbed too. But they got Shedeur locked up if he got to go to Canada. But I don't know if Canada. I can't see Shedeur.
he
doing
come for
okay.
money. He don't need to do that.
What if you
Yeah, but
love football?
A lot of them guys do that because they want the money.
What about loving football and getting a chance? See, this is what Colin Kaepernick went through. Okay, how much do you want to play again? Okay, be a backup in Seattle or wherever offered. Okay, go to Baltimore and just don't call the owner racist and tell your girl to chill out. Well, go to Canada then. They want you bad and they'll pay you big. So that answers at least how much you want to play football, which is fine. I didn't want to. Football
all these
hurts.
other leagues too. All these other leagues, XFL.
Yeah, but they struggling. But yeah, they still got money.
But if you want to
Still
come show what you got, like,
Yeah,
if
you're
you,
right.
Like, if you love football that much, see, I love football, but I love that money more.
How about to say, as long as football love me, I love it. I do not innately love football. That shit hurts. No one should,
That's just a
except
grind.
Ray Lewis.
That's just a grind.
That shit it's beyond the grind. Look, we're dismembered and figured right now. Like,
I can never fit a wedding ring, thank God.
yeah.
If I wanted to.
Like, look how you get up. He get up, he rolls his boat, and then he gets up the tree.
Look how he walk.
Look how I walk, hip all like this.
Y'all
I just seen my son
battered.
this morning. He dying. I'm like, do you want this? Do you really want this? Like, shit. I said, I was like, when I dropped you off at school, when I came home all season, where did I go after I dropped you off? What I always have in my hand? Your gym bag. I went straight to the gym.
Go get
every
it.
single day.
Yeah.
He on this program. I'm telling you, like, it ain't easy.
Nah, football the hardest grind.
Body hurts still.
Yep.
I came across grown-ass men playing tackle football with no pads and no helmets on TV yesterday.
That's called rugby.
It was,
I'm about to say
it was
rugby.
7-on-7, but they had linemen, and they were.
It's not 7-on-7. Nah, I'm messing with you.
I mean, they were playing tackle football.
What's it called?
On TV.
Football?
A7FL or something like
You
that.
watching the Ocho?
I was flipping channel. It was on. You know the channel? It was on Fox Soul.
Oh yeah.
And they was turning.
only
Claudia Jordan. Is,
I ain't never
Only
heard.
you and
I
Mike
ain't
Hill
never
was
heard
watching that.
Oh, yeah, Fox Soul. Fox Soul.
It
They
looked
got a channel.
ridiculous.
Him
It
and
was-
Mike Hill.
It was
Him
ridiculous.
and Mike Hill.
He had a show on Fox Soul.
You did? Oh, Mike
No,
Hill
Mike
did.
Hill.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
know
yeah,
he did. Uh-huh. They wanted me to go on one of them shows or go do a show there. It's cool.
He said if it was Fox, but not with the soul.
Yeah, the soul part.
I know.
Yeah. Do you have to really do that? Like, can you go Fox 3? Well, I gotta say soul.
Doesn't Fox have an Ocho?
Yeah, I'm about to say. It doesn't. It sounds like it cheapens it, or it just makes it real narrow. Like
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
soul. Like, I mean, what 1970 exec said?
Soul.
Call it soul.
Yeah. It's very direct.
Very direct.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's a real network. Like, it's real. What channel is Fox Soul though? What kind of cable
I
you
have
got?
no idea. It was on YouTube TV,
Oh, okay.
and I was just flipping through
Hey,
channels.
I'll talk to y'all, but I need a new internet provider. My internet sucks. But we'll talk about that later.
Who do you
Talking
have?
about cable. I'm like, I need.
Who are you trying to get
I'm
your
ask
U porn
y'all.
up? What happened?
Nah, even the kids' video games, man. They like Donald's.
He said no. Even the. That means yes.
I ain't heard what you
In
said.
addition to.
What he say? I missed what he said. Shit.
It's okay, dog.
I missed it, but shit,
Oh,
whatever. We'll talk about that after.
all right, we talking about it. No, look, my son playing basketball to the day he die, I hope. But man, them basketball players, I was at the bar yesterday. They were all getting there. They were just showing their signings. If you okay in basketball, I mean like 6th, 7th man, you getting 20. You good, okay, 30, 40, 50 is for like real good. And then there's a 60 and now 70. Shea is
getting
70.
Oh, it's like
million.
It's like 70.
71. No,
Yeah,
71.
So that'll
A
tell you
year.
how much money they're making in the owners are making.
Oh yeah.
Imagine if there was no salary cap. He's still underpaid.
Yeah.
Obviously.
Oh yeah. Absolutely.
Underpaid.
But
at
well,
70.
you get the media rights deals and the CBA's up for
Billions of dollars.
billions.
Billions.
And that's before they sell one hot dog.
Right.
And the hot dog is $30.
Pre
Right.
Glizzy.
Yeah. And then luxury boxes, and I mean, it's a racket. It's
racket.
It's a racket. And it's a good racket if you got kids to get them involved, NIL to the lowest level. Let your 4th grader get paid. Like, whatever you can, because they are making it.
Oh yeah. Now my boy's son is a bench rider at Illinois, and he's getting 65.
See? Eat. I just saw this kid is his son at Texas Tech, because Texas Tech going crazy. Them alums said, enough of this. Like, we about to keep, we in Texas
we got
playing
that
football.
oil money.
Yeah, we got that oil money. For real, they did.
It's like Texas A&M
And no
when
state
they bought out
income
what's
tax.
Yeah, and they changed the rules this year because partly the Texas Tech cats had so much money they were giving these kids. They said, we spending $55 million this year. Where most programs, even top ones, are like in the 20s. They're like, we going 55. They signed number 1 quarterback, number 1 O-lineman, all these cats. So then they just signed this kid. He was a 5-star O-lineman. Some reported $2 million a year. And it's like, that's crazy. And he was going to go to Texas and all other
I
schools.
showed my son that.
You showed him that? Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they know you like, look what you doing. You should see him more than crying this morning at the workout over there dying.
Yeah.
But I loved it. I got him a new trainer. And work at 6:30 in the morning, and they're killing him.
Go.
Killing over there. I said, yeah, that's what real work is. I said, yeah, that's exactly what it takes. So
You got to throw up. You got to throw up.
then he went outside talking about I got to throw up. So
Yep.
trainer said, come on, let's go. He like, why you going with me? Because I want to make sure you throwing up. Nigga didn't throw up shit. He said, "You got your little break now. Let's go back."
Thank you. So I'm trying to tap out.
I told we know all the tricks.
We used to do Valley Ridge, and we call it Throw Up Mountain because you're going to throw up. Just throw up.
I got a question for you. So
yeah.
the boosters over there, and they're paying them $55 million a year. I get it. It's a lot of that's just a tax write-off for them. But how do they benefit in putting that much money up? Like, so individually, let's say one booster puts up $2 million for a player. Other than it being a tax write-off, does that benefit them in any way?
Oh well, I mean, they're feeling invested in the culture of what the alumni like. The spirit. One thing college football, well, college sports, but college football has captured is the spirit of college, and that's the last place where we all are trying to make it. Like your dorm mate. He getting a stipend, he get allowance, but he ain't got no job, right? He trying to get an internship. Like, we all struggling, whatever that looks like, different levels of struggle. And that's what college really gets, is a community of people from all parts of the world together in their last struggle before pow. And then when you go pow, and like them oil, execs, et cetera, guess what they say? This school helped me go pow. Even though you probably gonna pow anywhere, but you did it there. So now all these cats and your dorm mate now, he's a CEO somewhere, and then they get into that pissing contest. Like, yo, how much you giving? 10,000, 10, 50, 50, 100. They sharing. They popping bottles now. Oh, I just gave $2 million. They renamed the building. I see these cats all the time. Be like, golly.
And they had the games and the suites turning up, drunk as shit,
on all of this,
inviting everybody.
My name's right there. Wives just sitting there clutching their pearls. Like, yeah, we gave $1 million this year. We'll see. They got to be better though.
Right.
Balling.
Crazy.
On and off the field.
Yeah. So, I mean, and plus, look, let's be real. It matters to me when Columbia is in the news for good things. And when they won this year, that we won the Ivy League football championship. First time in 40 years, 50 years. It did things for me. Like, I was like, yo, I got to go back. You know what I mean? Like, just that. And that's just me. So I know them cats that got B's, billions, and they getting $100 and some million in returns, dividends annually. What we gonna do, Dad? Well, what you want to do?
Whatever.
We ain't even got to make money.
Got to spend it somewhere.
Yeah. This is where I was at the summit. So, Mike Melman, the Discovery properties. So remember I told y'all about when I went to Cabo and I fell in love with the Discovery down there. I forget. What's it called? God, what's it called? It's got a name. Anyway.
Start with a C, didn't it?
Chileno Bay. I love that one. I think I found another one I love more. The Vegas one, their clubhouse was so big and beautiful and kind of empty because these rich people ain't even there. And if they are there, they ain't going to the clubhouse. Be in my house. So it's wow. Golf course, all the amenities you can imagine. Top 3 sushi, they said, don't quote me, I think in the country at this one place. So I ordered Negro. I ordered some fried shrimp sushi. Man, it came out big old prawn, this big, like a big old corn on the cob
tempura?
Prawn. Huh?
Like tempura?
Yeah, but it wasn't tempura. It wasn't skinny tempura or even our.
And he said fried shrimp when he ordered it too. He didn't say tempura. He said, "Give me that
really
fried shrimp."
That's really what it
the same
is.
thing. But yeah, but it was
fried
a big
shrimp
boy.
roll.
Big boy. So big fat hand roll. Hey, big. This wide.
Pause. That was wow. That was crazy.
You want a
Came
threesome?
out a little too natural, didn't it?
A little threesome?
He said big fat head.
Big fat head.
You do the balls.
Cream on the top.
Lucky Star.
Uncle Gloria. It's all
girl.
making sense now.
Hey, you saw how he described the girl too. I saw the muscles. She had muscle.
I wonder where she at. I mean, let me see.
Upstairs.
It was so.
It might be a she now. All the new technology since then. All that new technology since then.
Oh boy.
My bump back. Nah, never mind.
So good, dog. So good. But the place was just insane. Now to get in there, $15 million minimum to get in there.
My niece is his
15
general
million?
counsel.
15 million.
Yeah, you were saying that.
You got to
15
make
million
15
for a
million, or
member?
they want you to spend.
No, your house.
Yeah.
So you got the houses in there. The cheapest
Oh,
house
it's
in there
houses
is
that
15.
you buy in
Yeah,
there.
so
Gotcha.
Discovery Properties, they're all around the world, but they just sell ultra high net worth individuals luxuries. So your house is gonna be sick. You're gonna be in a community of other people, like 8 gates. We're gonna send you the gate code, QR code, and it's just gonna be like high tech, great amenities, and like better than like wherever you thinking, better than that. Like 4 seasons, 5
They
seasons.
all rentals. They all can rent it. It just comes with the.
I don't know if you can rent or
Probably
not. Don't
not.
quote me. I think this all
Probably not.
purchases. Yeah.
You ever been to the Phoenician? And
Yeah.
Look,
In
I thought
Phoenix?
you said you
Yeah,
go
yeah,
anywhere.
yeah,
That's
yeah,
why.
Disgusting. I love that.
Sick.
I like going out there just for like a weekend sometimes, just to get
Sick.
there. But when I was there about a year ago, and right on the property, they was building these like little mansions,
Megas.
like just rows of them.
Yeah.
And it was part of the Phoenician. It sounded something similar to that.
It
where
could
you
be a
could just
Discovery out
buy
there.
these big, beautiful homes, and they come with all the amenities of the resort, and it sound very similar to that.
So the guy who runs it, that his niece works for, used to go to the center. He was at the center. Yeah, he's the Casamigos guy.
He's one of the Casamigos
Oh
students.
Yeah. So he's a parent up there. I mean, the concept's insane. Like you just look around, you just see like 50, 100 mansions, and they're all of that value, and then they all can meet and just have dinner here, breakfast here, golf here, every sport there. You don't have to leave there, and it's like,
And they're all over the world.
and they're all over the world. I don't know
That's
their
why I asked if it
connectivity.
was a membership. 'Cause he says all over the world. That's why I
Yeah.
said, like, so if
That's-
I'm here,
yeah.
can I rent a place there? Because I'm a member. That's why I was asking.
Yeah,
if it was like
great
that.
That's what I
point.
was thinking too.
I've stayed
Yeah,
at the
that's what I was
hotel at Chileno Bay before, but not. I don't know. It got to be some perk, like yo, dog. Like I'm going to the other one, huh?
You gonna buy one?
I can't. I ain't got that. I ain't got no 15 million extra home money. I got
It's
3
15
kids.
at the Chileno Bay too. Is
Say
it 15 at the?
I think they're like
think it was
5,
like
6.
5, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, so I meant buy it like into any of that,
Oh.
not just that specific.
man.
'Cause it seems like it could pay off depending on.
I don't think you Airbnb these.
Well, I mean,
Them suckers was empty. Like you be driving on the course, you're like,
well, not necessarily
Nobody-
on renting it, but
what?
being in those conversations that
yeah.
can lead to bigger
Yeah.
deals.
You know how we
your
said-
neighbor's a billionaire, you might get close to it based on how that play out.
But you remember how we said you also, I don't buy bottles at the club no more. I just go somewhere that they buy.
Right, yeah, yeah.
So whenever Ben invites me to go golf versus, I know what you're saying. That is a huge human capital, like great networking. Except they don't network because they're everybody's got to, I'm flying out. So he's going to Idaho for their, you ever heard of it begins with an A. It's the CEO retreat or something. I think it's like Ackland or something. It's something with an A. Warren Buffett, Jeff Bezos, Mark Zuckerberg, Ben Horowitz, all that, them. You only get invited and you're there for a few days, and they're having that in Idaho this week.
It's in Sun Valley, right?
Yeah, I've heard of it before, but he was telling me, yeah, he's going out there, and I said, so who do y'all sit down and watch like as a panel? Like, you know, like what panel y'all gonna have all these mugs? And he said they be having like the King of Jordan, somebody who runs the FBI or CIA, you know, just stuff to kind of inform them, but minimum Billy. You
I
ain't
like
getting
that
in
they
there.
do it in Idaho.
Yeah,
Seems very strategic.
Yeah.
Because it's out in like the middle of nowhere.
Mm-hmm.
And
and you got to do it.
yeah.
Got to do it. What else on this topic list? Oh man, I ain't gonna talk about this.
Malik Beasley. Yeah. We have to say. Have you
Oh,
seen
Malik Beasley.
Malik Beasley.
What's wrong?
with the whole gambling thing? How he's done the investigation?
He done.
Supposedly there's like more details that have been coming out that he might be going down.
No, I
he was,
think
he was
he's
up for I think 3 year $42 million this summer, and now he might get none of that. He had
Damn.
$600,000 dets and stuff that he
Yeah, he
just
already
wasn't
spent-
paying. Like he was.
He was already broke, they said.
Yeah.
Or he spent all his money. He got leverage.
Listen, any athlete, professional athlete, or any athlete that is messing around with gambling right now is gonna lose.
Gonna
There
get
was a
caught.
picture.
It ain't worth it.
They put
Crazy.
this picture on paid leave while they investigate. A company pinpointed two pitches, not 2 games, but 2 pitches from
Yes.
separate games.
I saw that.
weren't even in the same week that had suspicious gambling on those pitches.
Yeah, suspicious gambling activity.
And he threw
That's
the ball like way outside on both pitches, so they were balls. So people were in-game betting,
Like,
is the next ball pitch going to be a ball or a strike? He probably knew it. They put all this money on whatever that pitch was, and he throws a ball. They had 2 pitches.
and caught him.
2 pitches.
Yeah,
That's
that's
hard
real.
to prove though, but I get it. I get what you said.
Not
They-
really.
Not hard for them to prove
Not
because
really.
they're tracking.
I mean, if they can
All they
track
gotta
that
do
you
is,
were doing
is
it,
follow
but
the money. It's going to come back.
see if you got paid. Yeah.
I mean, you're not gonna do it without getting paid. You're not gonna do it without somebody else helping
They're
you.
going to
So
find
that's
out
conspiracy.
who got paid.
Yeah.
Somebody gonna
See
help
how
you.
they tied
and
into
then
you.
They're going to put the pressure on those people, and those people are going to start talking.
Yep.
Yeah, that's true.
Yep.
That's how it's going to go.
If you're an athlete,
Think about that. 2 pitches out of all the pitches you throw over the course of a season, and the company it wasn't even the major leagues. It's some outside company.
Yeah, athletes make too much money now to do that. Unless you're in the WNBA, I can get why you gambling because their salaries aren't that high.
me
so-
bounce, Angel
and-
Reese, me bounding.
Yeah, one game they could
Gamble girl,
right
gamble
bet
girl.
they might be able to make almost what they make. But these guys was getting 20, 30, $10 million a year. Why you
It
betting
don't
on
make no
games?
sense.
Like,
Even
what are
the
you doing?
money, forget that. I'm not going to jail.
Not if you're
That's
making
like
10
basically
million a
you're
year.
paying to go to jail. You're gonna pay to, or somebody gonna pay you to go to jail. But either way it goes, you going to jail.
You're going to jail.
Though there's nothing worse in this world than jail, and they're gonna go because they're gonna catch you every time. You can't. It's transactional, so it's metrics. It's like we can look behind and see your activity, all that stuff. Just like whenever you got caught cheating on your girlfriend in 9th grade, whatever. It's something that's gonna track you. Like, and then we didn't have the technology. She just knew that you used to always go that way. And then you went that way. And I was like, why she go that way? And then she got that scent. And then next thing you know, you messing with Shira. And, you know, and you caught up.
It's crazy because these guys making 15, 20 million a year, and that's on the low end. Like with
Yeah.
these big contracts,
Yeah.
you don't even really have to spend that. You could live off the interest alone, like just
You
based
don't
on
even
how
have to invest that.
You know,
I know that's what I'm saying. You can just
Yeah.
live off the interest.
Yeah.
You can put that in certain counts and just.
And most of them do, actually. Let's give credit where
I
credit's
think
due.
most do because
Yeah.
they say most athletes go broke once they stop playing.
Well, there's because most athletes are not $20, $30 million players. So when you say most, the people who go brokest in this world are young people with money. So no matter what endeavor, if you young and got money, good luck. Like, you know what I mean? So athlete, entertainer, Wall Street guy. But the thing is, Wall Street guy keeps going and he goes to his 30s, he matures. Ooh, I spent it all in my 20s, but now I got a 30s and I'm making more in my 30s and then I'm fat and rich. And you know, everybody's like, oh, you're better than the athletes. No, the athlete had to retire. He can't run no more. He can't jump no more. So the thing is, the athletes that make 20, 30, think about them. Think about all their names. Steph Curry's, all the 20-plus guys. Most, like 51 higher percent, are good. You want to know why? Because they, can't spend that much money unless they just are that frivolous, that stupid. And it's hard to be that guy. So what they do is they cherry pick the ones that don't. They cherry pick the Allen Iverson when he went through his stuff. They cherry pick those few names and make it seem like it's everybody. It's the same thing they did with like domestic violence and all that. They were saying how, you remember athletes, Ray Rice and all that? They have shown FBI studies that your neighbor is way more violent than any athlete you ever met. And it's just simple numbers. But when you got so much publicity for Malik Beasley and Allen Iverson, then everybody think, oh, y'all. Now, them cats, because my business manager, he has like 30 athletes. Suckers are winning. I'm like, all them cats are winning. I mean, they got one of his clients wired. I remember he was on the phone. He said, I gotta go. I was like, why? He's like, I gotta go answer this wire. And he was like, you can hear in the background, go, he said, I gotta answer it. I said, how much is it for? He said 70. All right, hung up. I said, shit. And he played basketball. He good too. We know his name. 70. He was just wiring. Like, yeah, add this.
70 what?
Million.
Yeah, we thought it was 70,000.
Wiring $70 million.
I don't know. Yeah.
Wow.
Must have been buying into a franchise or something.
Nah, he got paid.
Or apartment
He
building.
got paid. He gonna get paid again too. I would say his name, but my financial guy involved, so I don't want. but he a baller.
That may cost him a client.
Yeah, exactly. Like, oh, you got Wiley on the damn show talking shit.
Nah, it ain't gonna cost him. It's gonna cost Wiley. Wiley, your ass gone.
Yeah,
Yo, ass, nigga, you talk too much, nigga. Shit, got me losing it. Nigga, you gone,
70.
nigga.
Oh man,
That's a big number.
God, that's a big number.
we got to talk about this, and I'm not gonna say a word. I just want to hear y'all. Stephen A. tried to talk about me without saying my name, and I was like, okay. So one, all you guys are broke because you're here doing a podcast with me, and we can't do anything else. So just want to let you know that's
That's
what
what
you
he
guys
said.
Nah, he wasn't talking about y'all. He talking about me. But he didn't say my name, but he said everything that was me. And I took it like, okay. You know me, I love verbal warfare. So like, oh, you want to talk? From his side, I understand what he's saying. He's taking a lot of criticism lately because NBA coverage was pretty bad to most people, and he's the face of that, one of, so he felt a certain way. Max is back in the news. Max is covering the sport. Whatever it is, your ex start popping up and doing big things. Sometimes dudes feel a certain way, you know. So his insecurities jumped up on him. And then, you know, me, I'm covering sports and sports media. So he's the biggest thing outside of Pat McAfee, him and those two. He gonna get a lot of attention from me. But I think he didn't like the attention he was getting. So he went there. And
Something you said here or on your own
I ain't say nothing. He came at me first. So I just, you know, I gave him he did it like a 13-minute video. So I was like, damn, at first I was gonna do it all in one. I was like, damn, this shit, he really talking 13 minutes of good shit. So let me give him 7 and 7 or 6.5. And I did that. And you know me, I'm gonna talk. I don't know why anybody, here's a warning to anybody out there who ever want to talk to me. You can't win, not because of me, because of my device. I am literally breaking down what you say. And you don't like what I'm saying, you don't like what you said. And that's it's the rig. That's why Ryan Clark, nobody will ever beat me in these battles because I'm just gonna use your words against you. So I use them for you or against you, and then they get mad at their words. And it's just, it's hilarious. So we're there now. So if you guys get sniped and somebody come at you,
What did he actually say? At least one. I know it's like 13 minutes, but something that was something direct that made it feel like he was talking about you.
Oh no, he said Max Kellerman boy who's done the podcast. You know who he is. Can't work in sports, can't get a job, does a podcast, like all that stuff. Like he just yeah.
He was shooting.
Oh yeah, he shot. He was like, I was like this. What was this? RoboCop?
Is that why you said the broke thing? Because was he trying to insinuate that you were broke?
No, he didn't go there.
Get
He
a
ain't
job
crazy.
or something?
No, it's just the whole thing. This is something that I despise in life. When people like rank each other by like money, because I'm always usually everywhere I'm at, I got more money than everybody. Usually. Not this weekend, but point being. So I'm like, last thing I do is want to walk in rooms where everybody like, oh yeah. I'm like, nah, fool, same as you. Pinch me, it hurts, you know? So I hate that element, and he think he's somebody now because he made money. But that's lame to me, because I'm like, oh, you a lame if you gonna put locker room jokes. We going at it. Once you bring up money, what are you? Lame, you lost. So, and then I'm like, not me. Because the money you making now, I made it 20 years ago. So I'm like, I don't want to hear a money conversation, but I digress. You know what I mean? So it's just like all these shots. I'm just like, dog, all you got to do is say how you feel and say the real. So if you got a problem with me, you got a problem with me. But he's like, I swear when I come back. Y'all got to see the clip. I swear when I come back, I'm coming to get these mugs and I'm going to get them. And I'm like, what, we have sleepless nights around here? Like, you gonna talk more? Like, these niggas, like, I'm just being real.
Hey,
this tells me all about who you are. Yeah, like what are you gonna? You're never gonna fight me because I won't fight you back. I know you can't fight. And I just think it's all like, it's game and it's good WWE. And I was like, let's go WWE. But when you try to act like it's real, you tell me how real you ain't, how fake you are, because these are not things that real people stand on. Real people don't stand on money. Not where I'm from. Real people don't stand on, oh, you know who I am. No, I don't. And for you to ask means you don't know, because I'm going to show you. Like, I ain't scared. If anything I do, I'll step on the court, the field, the classroom. You think I'm about to bow down to you, or you bow down to me? That's what he don't get, and that's why I'm like, you better be careful. You better be careful, because he got a lot to lose in ways that I don't. Because ain't nobody going to come. When he get...
You independent.
Nobody gonna do this to me. They just like, oh, you won, you lost. You're him. It could change. So I just laugh at all that kind of stuff, man.
And hubris comes before the fall.
Yeah, that whole like what he did to KD, he doing the same thing. KD, LeBron. Oh, you don't want to make an enemy of me. Oh, yes, I do. I actually want to see you in the most enemy-ous state. Just to check. Like, dog, I grew up around real Crips and Bloods. Like, dog, there's nothing this world will show me that's gonna scare me. I've survived that. So I'm like, you about to talk about me? Silly. It's silly, but it's fun. It is fun. I like that. I like beef.
It was out of nowhere.
Yeah, I mean,
It was like just like he woke up and chose violence.
well, no, because look, the way it went is the NBA Finals cover sucked. Max is back and doing fights. Everyone's talking about him playing solitaire. Everybody's talking about him not really into the game and not paying attention. Everyone's talking about him. What was the last thing? Remember Jay Will brought up Max and then he rolled his eyes and was like, like, you know, like some girl stuff. Like he raised by them women. Like this dude is different. Like you got aunties raising you, dog, and ladies everywhere. Like I'm not a dog. I am not the one to ever talk to because I'm not a punk. I just don't like to fight. So there's a real fine space you can find yourself in where you getting your ass lit up, and I'm not doing anything. Just because it's like I don't fight. I won't get pissed. I'm just gonna be like, you really? And I'm not. I got a different mindset than that. So if you won't smoke, you ain't gotta say it. I told him, I said I only had 3 fights in my life, and none of them started when they thought it was. Wow. I'm not fighting nobody, but those 3. Oh, I knew we was. Oh, yeah. Now we talk. So you want to be 4? You ain't gonna know. Wow. Nah. I'm out of that game. So y'all gotta catch up. I just wanted to warn y'all in case the streets is on y'all head, cause y'all my boys. Okay, we got to end on a somber note. You ready? I don't want to do the story, but we got to. Y'all seen what happened in Texas? The flood.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy.
All right, the dad and us. You didn't see it?
What happened?
Oh, at the time I last checked, 82 dead. So, dam broke, flash flood in Texas. Long story short, a bunch of campsites. So, you know, this is summertime. My daughter's at her little transition camp right now. All last week, all the kids at camps. So these little day camps, they were at the big day camp in Brentwood. So imagine that. You send your kid to camp. I saw you at 8:47 this morning on Laurel Canyon. You were going up. Yeah, I couldn't. By the time I saw it, I was like, oh, buy powder. So I was like, yeah, dope.
I can't go nowhere now.
It was obvious. I saw it coming up the hill. I was like, oh, that just
There's only one of them.
The summer camps do come through though sometimes.
Yeah, but the point. Oh, I love it. Give them a structure still and let them learn new stuff. My son was doing archery last week. It was sick. But imagine that. And this happened in Texas. Drop your kid off. Flood happens. That's it. 82
So fast,
and counting.
too.
Died.
Oh, went up to 82
Dead.
today?
No, they're up to 82 dead.
Damn, this morning.
Kids
I guess it was
and
early,
counselors.
but I might saw an old
Kids and
post.
counselors.
It's up to 82 now?
And
Yeah.
if you see the map of the campsites, it's like 4 or 5 campsites, and they're all on old riverbeds that were dried up riverbeds. So when they got that rain or whatever it
just
was that
slid
caused
right through.
it just flowed right
It
on
just
through.
flowed right there.
They said it happened
It took
so
houses
fast.
That's
away.
the worst way to
everything.
die. I think that and plane crash. I think it's the 2 worst ways, like drowning, because you're watching yourself die.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, I don't even want to. Yeah. I mean, I think I'm a crash on the plane last night when I came back home. I was like, literally, when we took off, we landed on. I don't know how the wheels go. We landed sideways, literally on our plane on the way home. We were like this, boom.
Burbank, huh?
Burbank.
That
you already know.
wind. That wind.
Was
That
it,
wind.
was it
I love
twisted
wind.
on your side?
Yes, it was. I was like this. Boom. I was like, God dang.
They're like, put him in the middle.
I know it's supposed to be weight distribution on them planes.
Right.
I was like, where Donald at? I need that nigga.
That's what happens when you fly in private. You know.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh, yeah,
Those
right.
planes
right.
are a little smaller.
Yeah,
That's right.
Yeah, it was
That's right.
private. A lot of people in public.
That's why you flew to Burbank. You know.
Dog, my wife got the glasses too now, and she does all the, her Instagram be lit, right? So she doing this whole like walking. She got her shadow. She got her shoes, all this like name brand, and then you see the steps going up. And I was like, like, watch her cut it off right there and act like she on a private. She ain't on no private. That's JSX. You JSX broad.
JSX looks private to those that don't know.
They don't know.
Yeah, because you walk on.
They still be trying to put it in there and post it too, like it ain't.
Oh,
Like
yeah,
it
yeah,
ain't.
yeah.
And I'll be
It
like,
cuts off right-
just post
it always
inside.
cuts off right
I
before
just
you
po-
get
post
into
yeah,
the
I
play.
know.
Go
Right
into
here.
play.
I was gonna do it too. I was like, man, I ain't got no private plane. Got no damn private plane. But yeah, man, well, I remember we were leaving. So we're leaving to go to Vegas for 1 day, 2 days, 1 night. And I'm like, my wife tells me, and I said, don't tell me no more. And she was, because she gave me all the details like you did. And I was like, I think then it was like 13 dead. I was like, I said, how many missing? She was like, I think 100. I said, baby, they're all gone. And she was like, all them kids and all that. I was like, do you understand? We go to the beach. We went to the beach 2 weeks ago. You go to the beach, and when it's high tide, low tide, just waves. Them kids, my kids, it's
Sweep you right off the feet. Yeah.
You go.
Yeah, nothing you can do about it.
Nothing, man. And even the best swimmer, because you got to think the force and the depth, how it changes, and then lumber.
And you don't know the depth.
You don't know the depth.
Yeah.
It's the force, so you can't swim against it because it's like a riptide. Then
Yeah,
all
the
the
debris.
stuff is the debris. It is sweeping up,
Water's so
And you
water's so
panicking.
powerful.
and you
Because
panicking.
it's happening out of nowhere.
Yes,
so
right.
you're trying to get a grip on what's going on and then trying to survive. It's just
Because you run out of breath off the panic.
Yeah.
Yeah, before you even get to say, oh, I need to save this breath. And you ate.
It's terrible. All right, then I got an antidote for
I
this.
feel
Okay,
so-
yeah.
let's
You know we
bleach
can't end on a sad like this. Come on.
It starts out sad. A girl, like a 4-year-old, fell off the 4th floor of a Disney cruise.
Oh yeah, I saw it. And Dad jumped in. They saved
Dad
him.
jumped in, and they both got saved.
They were out there for about 20 minutes, and they
In
dropped
the
the boat.
ocean?
In the ocean.
Yeah, they dropped the boat,
In
turned
the
the boat
middle
around,
of
and
the
dropped
ocean.
it.
I'd have did
They
that
said about
too.
20, 30 minutes, and they got back, got them. They had to tread
thank
water.
Spotted them, and they
Oh,
They
thank
They
God.
said thanks to the crew training, everything acted fast. They said I think it was like 20 minutes maybe. They said
something crazy.
so they dropped the boat turned around while they were turning around. They dropped the emergency boat pulled up on them. Yeah, that's.
I mean, they got
How
the
old
boat
was
sitting
But
there.
that's Dad's fault for having her on the ledge up there
he
taking a
was
picture.
Yeah, he not even
of
supposed
her
to be
legs
there.
or some dumb
I would
shit.
never put my
Yeah.
It's not that serious. See, I'm putting my daughter. I put my daughter on the
Photoshop
shoulder with
it.
her legs like this. If you want to get the damn
No,
picture, like
Photoshop it.
I'd be like,
Stay
move
away
back.
from the
I don't
legs.
even want to go in
Exactly, period.
close. I'd be like,
That's right. Nope.
Oh, do you imagine when he's doing this or that moment? That
You couldn't do nothing but jump in.
Hell no.
Because if she gotta go, you gotta go.
exactly.
and then
And this was from the 4th level of a cruise ship. So think about how high that is.
Thank God she survived the fall and
impact.
everything. Both
Right.
of them.
that Greg Louganis story I told y'all. They got an animal like a mother. I know that asshole is wet. That water, dog. I jumped from
she
the.
land on your back or something.
You ain't no way to land there that's gonna feel good, dog.
no,
that
that's
high,
gonna hurt regardless.
It go. Toof, that water. Your nose.
And it's like concrete.
It's
when
like
you hit it.
concrete.
Shit.
Yeah.
You enter like.
You gotta hit that thing like a.
Yeah,
Dog, but even when you do it right, and that's at 30 feet. That's like at the Rose Bowl's Aquatic Center.
Right.
Not the 4th story of the Carnival Cruise line that they don't want
probably
black
like
people
200
on.
feet up.
It's high.
Oh, it's higher than, it's like, that gotta
Because
be
you figure
100.
one story is 10 feet.
Okay.
Story of a building. This had to be more than 40 feet
And
high.
it's higher.
4th floor on a boat, it's not like it starts at the bottom.
Yeah.
Because there's all that stuff at the bottom.
All this.
Yeah, and
All
like
that
at
ass.
the midway point is where the floor starts.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then,
That's 100 feet or something.
yeah, that's why I said probably like 200, because I think you probably got 100 feet of just the base of the boat. Like before the
Yeah.
floor starts, it's probably 100
Oh,
feet.
yeah.
'Cause
well,
you know,
all
there's
that
multiple
luggage,
floors.
Yeah. All the machinery and all the luggage
Yeah.
down there. I know they had enough time to argue in the air. They're like, I told Daddy out. I mean, they're safe, so I can talk. God.
Imagine as a parent, you watching her drop down. Like,
That's
Ooh, I
what I'm
know
saying.
she
You
just
gotta
landed.
go. You gotta
yeah,
go.
he probably didn't even think about it. It was just reflex. Just,
Oh, yeah.
You just take off.
And when the boat, they showed it, they showed the lifeboat spotting them. Did you see that part? They were just like a little blip.
yeah.
They were in the ocean with crazy waves. It was just like a little dark blip. And they were like, went over to it, and it was them.
Yeah, shout out to him for jumping, but it's also his fault that she
Yeah,
fell.
oh, it was complete.
So
Dumbass.
Yeah.
I went on a cruise I think it was like a month ago. I wouldn't even let them go near the railing. Like my mother was asking to see the water, and I'm like, all right, look from here. Don't go over there. So that's crazy to me.
Yep.
Well, that's another episode of our crazy stuff.
He just fell asleep.
No,
He just fell asleep.
Did
you see that?
I said, how did you go sleep and do this?
Did you see that?
Because I didn't want to be. We talking sad stuff. I'm thinking about kids falling.
Well,
There was a
that
moment
was a
where he dozed.
lifesaver. That was a life. They got saved. So
yeah, but I'm
we
now
countered
thinking
it.
82. Like, goddamn. All right. Look, yeah, you're right. You're positive. I would never. Oh, I'm mad at the dad now.
Yeah, Dad's a dumbass.
Yeah.
He's a dumbass.
Anything else? How you been, man? You good?
I've been great, man.
You losing weight still, or you plateaued?
I ain't worked out the last 2 weeks. Today my first day back, so we back on it.
So if I were your coach, I would say,
vacation.
do you ever answer questions? I say, have you plateaued? I don't want to hear your
I ain't
excuses.
even. I'm gonna check tomorrow, but I probably have. I ain't get on today. But I
Yeah.
probably have. I haven't been
Enjoying
watching like I've been.
Enjoying that Cabo life.
Yeah, exactly. I was on
I don't know why
vacation
y'all
too.
don't just get a house in Cabo, and
And
then y'all
do
can just
what?
alternate and
And do what?
rent it out and use it when you want to go, because y'all both go to Cabo all the time.
That's true. Red jumpsuits.
Hey, why don't you buy us a fixer upper? Airbnb.
Oh, let's go.
you know
I'm
what I'm
down
saying?
for that, too.
You feel me? You
down.
lay us. You show us the way.
I'm down.
I do not want any more. You got to wait for my youngest to get out the house. When I'm empty nest,
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, man. These kids right now, man. Donald,
course.
golly, his insurance, his car insurance, my premium just went. I'm going to AAA after this. Is pricing them, and I'm
AAA
calling a
ain't
couple
cheap.
other people.
How much is your premium? Let me tell you how much I pay for car insurance. $860. That's
Damn.
one car
month or
and
year?
2 people.
that's another car.
month?
That's 2 cars. You could get an Altima
'Cause
twice.
Paige had 2 accidents
Oh, damn.
early on,
800 a
almost
month?
3 years.
Mine went
That
up almost.
is just my old ass car that I drive, and me and her, and that's it.
Mine almost went up $300.
$860 a
Mine
month,
went up
bro.
almost $300 a month. And Donald and his car.
Man, we old.
And when we first
We're
put
over
her
here talking
on
about
the,
insurance rates. Motherfucker like, all right, you can end the podcast now.
Y'all can talk about that shit on y'all.
No, you broke. Oh, that rich broke mother. All right, y'all, episode 40 in the
Peace.
box. Peace.
thanks for watching.